Look at us saluting yourselves. You know, hey, I'm just a flag, a symbol. You're the people. If I may say so from here, long may you wave.
Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Break the Cycle with me, your host, Joshua Smith. I hope everyone's having a wonderful 4th of July weekend. I guess
what day of the week is it?
Thursday.
Yeah,
fucking Thursday. I know. I was all excited. I was like, oh yeah, dude. It's I have to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I do too. But I get to work from home tomorrow, so I'll probably be playing a fair amount of the First Descendant, which first game I've been excited for in like years. I saw the trailer and I was like, I'm sold.
Nice. Mm-hmm. We're having a fucking party tonight anyways, regardless of if we got to go. I'm even having a beer. I don't know if you guys are aware, but I'm having a beer. When you see me having a beer, you know that I'm feeling patriotic today. Mm-hmm. Almost a quarter of a millennium since we told the British to get packing. Get the fuck out. We won't take your 3 cents increase on tea. Mm-hmm. Done. We signed our independence. And since then, we've let the government control our education, our money, our jobs, our children, our education. I hope that 2024 brings about the honoring of the men who signed the Declaration of Independence, hoping that it would keep the tyrants out. I hope that that's the start of the biggest pendulum swing in American history. And tonight we're celebrating. We're having fun. Before we get too far into this, guys, go check out toplobster.com, the man, the myth, the legend, my good friend and partner on Break the Cycle, where you can get all kinds of hats, backpacks, hoodies, tights, I don't know, pillows.
Tights?
I don't know. He's probably got leggings.
Yeah, we need Top Lobster.
I'm sure he's got
tights.
leggings. He's probably got leggings. Mm-hmm. You guys can get all kinds of cool stuff over there by using BTC at checkout for a 10% discount, or you can join the Patreon, subscribe star, become a member of the YouTube channel under all of our videos by hitting the join link, where you can get into a private Discord server. Mostly run by Ryan.
Yeah. And
you can, if Top ever comes out with new gear and puts it in the chat, get it up to 30% off with his unique code for the new gear.
I'm just thinking about the idea of a pair of leggings that just says top across the butt cheeks.
Top.
Just top.
Just top, dude. I fucking love it. Guys, we're having fun. We should have a lot of guests popping in and out today. I basically went around to everybody I knew that was in the media game and said, hey, if you got 10 extra minutes on 4th of July evening, come on by, come hang out. Some people may stay longer, some people may stay shorter. If you're watching from the crowd, please hit that subscribe button. No matter where you're watching, we are live on Twitch, Kick, Twitter, YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey. That's it, right? Is that
Facebook.
It? And Facebook, yeah. So if you're watching anywhere you're watching, please hit that that subscribe link or follow link or whatever it is. Help us continue to kick the algorithm's ass. Yeah. That's what we're doing these days.
Comments.
Likes, comments, shares.
Help with that, shares.
Yeah. Download the Rumble app.
Download the Rumble app, yes.
We are currently the featured video on Rumble today.
Yes.
We are the featured.
When you go to the Discover page, we are at the top, front and center. We got a couple hundred people in here from Rumble already, so happy to have all you people.
Happy to have you guys. Thanks for having us. We're happy to be featured. Thanks for coming to the first time you're seeing us. You're coming to the right show. It's going to be a party. We do have a guest here already. Great friend of mine, just one of the coolest dudes. He's 2/3 of my nomination speech for president at the national convention. Mr. Henry Bingaman, sir, how are you doing tonight?
Doing good, bro. How you doing?
Oh, I can't complain. Dude, it's 4th of July. I love this holiday.
I'm sorry about being 2/3. I just couldn't shut the fuck up
when
I was talking about you. I wanted to keep talking.
Ryan's in studio, and Ryan was the other 1/3. So there's 2/3 on the podcast right now. If we had Amy in here, we would have, and I think she's in the chat. I'm pretty sure. Let's see.
Yeah, I saw her there. Yeah, dude, I wrote, like, you told me, so the day of, you told me, like, hey, would you mind like standing up and saying, like, just 1 or 2 words about me? And then I went back that night because it didn't happen that day, because everything got pushed back because all the bullshit that went on at that convention, which we can talk about later.
Mess. Yeah.
But I wrote a fucking like 15-minute speech that I had no time to give, and I was just so scatterbrained, but I had so much to say about why you should be the candidate. So anyway, I'm not trying to suck up to you.
Amity is in the chat. Yes. Hey, Amity, how you doing? Amity Pickerel. I've always butchered her last name, I think. It's Pickerel or Pickerel. I can't remember. I'm sorry, Amity. That's my fault.
We love Amity.
We do love you here. We talk about you a lot. And in fact, we were talking about it last night. I have your guys' speeches all cut up, and I keep meaning to share them, and I just haven't done it yet. But eventually your speeches are going to come out on my Twitter. So I hope that you're all right with that, Henry. I know.
Oh yeah, totally.
Amity gave a beautiful speech, and I'd love to.
So the funny thing is, I wrote out more and put it out on my own YouTube channel of what I wanted to kind of say. So if you go to Independent Pro on YouTube, you can find the ideas behind what I was trying to say.
Nice. Okay. Good. Well, dude, it's 4th of July. It's one of my favorite holidays. We're almost at 250 years since the birth of our nation.
248.
Yeah, 248 years. It's almost a quarter of a millennium. We, like I said in the beginning, we have become a country that has let a government dictate almost every single aspect of our entire lives, whether it's financially, culturally, familial. I mean, they really have instituted some kind of committee or legislation or mandate on almost every single part of our lives. And this has got to be the year where we start really pushing back. I mean, I think that I think that the pendulum swing has started internationally. I think it started all around the world. If we're looking right now at France with Marine Le Pen, if you're looking at places like Argentina and El Salvador, some of these places that have gone wildly extremist left prior to the United States even getting as far as we are now, you've seen how far the pendulum can swing. When you got a guy throwing every single government program out the window, fuera. I mean, you've really let that pendulum swing. And I think that it's time for America to have that swing too. It's become counterculture today to raise a family, to go to church. I mean, these are things that were like the norm in the United States in the 50s and 60s, up until the 60s. And now it's like counterculture to do these things. It's absolutely insane to me. But furthermore, we're in a civil war right now. Okay, we're in a war of independence right now, and I talk a lot about this on the show. The war is not our AK-47s versus your F-14s and F-18s and whatever. Okay, I know that F-14s are no longer in commission. Don't shoot the messenger mold. The Tomcats were my favorite jets. Okay, I watched Top Gun as a kid. I wanted to be in one. But so here's the thing. Counter economics. I'm talking about agorism is on the rise. Bitcoin is obviously on the rise. It's going to be mass adopted eventually. I 100% believe that when we see countries using it as legal tender. That's a way to fight their monetary fiat system. The food freedom culture, the healthcare freedom culture. I mean, these things are growing, and this is a civil war between us and the people that want to 100% control your life. Henry, obviously you're a pretty big Bitcoin guy, man. What does that mean for freedom in the United States?
I have this. I actually want to throw something. It's a little bit out of left field at you, but all right. So I think there's 2 different founding eras of America, right? There's the 1776 founding America, and I think that's what we all, like most of us, if you're going to be a patriotic American, that's what you believe in. But there's also this 1945 kind of founding America. So I think it kind of like there was a dagger in a heart in 1913 with the Federal Reserve and the income tax. And then it took up until 1945 until it kind of really took hold and killed the dream that was the 1776 America. So I think a lot of people believe they're supporting the 1776 America, and they're really supporting the 1945 America.
Sure.
And I think Bitcoin can actually fix that. Bitcoin is not a cure for the problems of the 1776 America. I think that was actually, look, there's a lot of problems with the Constitution, even the Bill of Rights. There's like a lot of things that I don't think you can just put down in law without the appropriate culture to support it. But the 1945 America is just bankrupt. It's morally bankrupt. It's economically bankrupt. There's nothing there to support it. So I think Bitcoin can fix the 1945 America and get us back to the 1776 America. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm
absolutely. And I've talked a lot about on the show that the progressive era, the entire progressive era, needs to be repealed entirely. I mean, 100%.
So World War I is kind of considered the last war of the industrialists, where the industrialists were kind of the ruling class of America, starting from 1776 till about the end of World War I. And World War II is where the managers really took over as the ruling class, and that we live under that managerial society.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I don't know if you guys saw Vivek. He kind of laid out a blueprint about how to smash the managerial state. Did you guys see that recently? Did you look at that, Henry? That post he made?
I haven't seen. I'm not sure. I follow Vivek. I follow a lot of his stuff. Like, I think, dude, I don't know. Do you trust Vivek? Like, he says all the right things.
Look, here's the thing.
Yeah,
here's the thing.
I trust him.
I didn't at first, and I'm still leery. Okay, and I think his Libertarian Nationalist Union is going to be hard fought.
Yes,
because libertarians. Look, I'm one of those people. I'm one of probably a very small handful of people who are like, hell yeah, dude. Let's get together. Let's bring culture and tradition back to the United States, but also let's continue to push in a free direction. I think these are all important values for Americans. I'm one of the few libertarians that thinks culture and tradition and honor and value and integrity and things like that really is what makes a cohesive society function. And so like, I don't know, I've kind of like taken obviously this turn that some would call away from libertarianism, but I think that it is libertarianism to want, to have your own sovereign nation and to have a cultural, you need
a cultural identity, especially when you're focusing on limited government. You need enforcement mechanisms for standards that aren't violence. That's how a libertarian society operates.
I want to find,
dude. I've 100% gone down. So one of my favorite books, the book that changed my mind the most the past 5 years, was Hoppe's Democracy: The God That Failed, and I love the idea of private law society. Like, that actually, just to me, it solves everything. Like, having yes, you can be as fucking harsh as you want, but with private laws, you get the option to opt out. You get to move. So private law society to me it's the best term. It's better than anarchism. And it solves everything, I believe.
Well, and I used to be like a polyarchist, basically, and I believed in like poly law and like, which is like essentially.
Sounds gay, bro.
Yeah, I know. Poly is always a really gay, but no, truthfully, I believed that like we'd all have different systems in the United States, and you know what I mean. But like, I don't believe that that's ever going to happen here. We'll never even get close to that. Not in our lifetimes. Definitely not in our children or grandchildren's lifetimes. So it's better to have like a cultural identity and be somewhat cohesive and kind of have the same values and morals when it comes to society. And I think that's where libertarians have lost me. You know what I mean? Because I believe in libertarian theory and philosophy almost entirely wholeheartedly. I don't believe in like free degeneracy around my children. And if you can't understand those things and find a way to clear that philosophy into a space that is free of things that are like just terrible for your children, then I don't think anybody's ever going to buy on to that philosophy to begin with. You know what I mean? And I think we're going to have to figure out a way to do that. And yeah, obviously private law would be a great way to get there as well. You got something to say?
I mean, the religion historically has been one of the enforcement factors that tie people together. In fact, the happiest and most prosperous societies tend to be rural and religious. That's a hallmark of successful societies, and we are an urban and atheist society, and that's why we're collapsing.
I found the post from Vivek Ramaswamy. He said, and this is great because I've been using the 75% headcount reduction in federal bureaucracy, plus the total abolition of many agencies. Of course, I would abolish most alphabet agencies right away if I could. if I had still been running. If I had become somehow by some stroke of luck, I'd become the president. But this is really smart. He's added some really great stuff here, and he actually cites case law and shit about how to do this. So this guy's laying out a blueprint on how to smash the managerial state like nobody ever has publicly with that kind of platform. And so like that's making me trust him a lot more. But he said, here's how to dismantle the administrative state once and for all, both top down and bottom up. The next White House sends a constitutionally trained lawyer into every agency to ruthlessly apply the major question doctrine, West Virginia versus EPA 2022. Regulations with large economic impacts could be rescinded by executive action. A further president couldn't resuscitate them either. Congress would have to pass a law to restore them. It's a one-way ratchet strap. At the same time, under last week's Loper versus Raimondo decision, federal courts are no longer required to defer to agencies' interpretation of the law. That means it's ripe for private sector actors to file lawsuits challenging unconstitutional regulations and agency actions across the board. Different judges will reach different conclusions, but the overall effect will be to thin out the jungle of agency dictates. Combine that with 75% headcount reduction in the federal bureaucracy, plus the total abolition of many other agencies, and you have the makings of a national revival. It's time to declare independence from managerial tyranny. It's time to shut it down. This is one of the greatest things I've seen posted on Twitter, and it probably flew over the heads of a lot of people that either hate Vivek or think that he's fake or whatever. That ruling last week gave us 100% the blueprint on how to shut it down. That's what it did. 100%. And Vivek's laying it out in a way like I've never heard anybody lay it out.
Yeah, Vivek is like extremely intelligent, and the reason why I trust him is I read Woke Inc., one of his books that he wrote well before he was ever considering running for president, and he got it back then.
Right.
So it wasn't.
I actually don't believe. I don't believe that he wrote that when he wasn't considering running for president. Like I think a lot of people like Vivek, and dude, like he's the best we have. Like if he actually pulled off the 75% headcount reduction or a 25% headcount reduction, he would be the 25%
would change everything, dude.
But I actually think like these guys are thinking long term. So I'm not saying like I just don't think that he wasn't thinking about running for president back then.
Sure.
Yeah, he might have been thinking about it, but I don't know if he would have put out a whole book deconstructing the woke capitalism years before to set up a presidential run, especially since most voters don't read.
Yeah, no, I'm happy for him to put that out. I don't think it wasn't calculated. I think he's been calculating this, but I don't hold that against him. Like this is actually, if I were like planning a campaign, I would be like, hey, we need to start 12 years before you want to run for president is how we need to start marketing you.
Yeah,
I'm probably the only marketing. So like,
I'm probably the only one that announced my presidential candidacy the day I decided to run for president. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Just to
retarded. It's all right.
Totally.
You're good in everything else.
Yeah, well, it's funny because it was like people kept telling me like you should run, and I'm like, dude, if Dave's not going to do it, maybe I will. You know what I mean? Like that was kind of my thought. It's like if nobody else is going to step up to do it, and that's why when I announced my initial campaign slogan was I guess I'll do it. And it was totally like I had talked to my wife and stuff about it, but it was totally spur of the moment, really.
Yeah.
To be,
I didn't even know.
Yeah, and he's here twice a week. He didn't even know. He was like, you were at like where were you?
I was at my dad's wedding. I was hammered.
And he's all, oh my God.
An hour later, I was throwing up in the toilet.
Nice. Oh yeah. Was it as bad as when we went to Minnesota?
No, it wasn't as bad.
I took this guy to Minnesota and he drank some homemade whiskey and honey, dude. And he had one of the rough, it's actually on video. If you guys go look at the special convention show that we did for the Minnesota convention on the stream, I made him do a podcast with me live the next day, and he was just like sleeping in the pot, like literally asleep.
I could not physically keep my eyes open. I couldn't keep anything down otherwise.
Yeah, he threw up all morning. Yeah, it was hilarious.
I would have been able to recover if I could keep anything down.
Our ride from Kansas City to Duluth, Minnesota, he talked the entire way. Our ride from Duluth, Minnesota back to Des Moines, Iowa, he said 5 words. It was great.
You were legitimately concerned that I wasn't.
I was
talking.
like, this guy's not doing good. Looks like we got another guest popping in here. What's going on? Dan Smotz from The System Is Down, everybody. How you doing, buddy?
Doing well. How are you all? Are we talking about anything exciting at this party, or just libertarian nerd theology?
No, we talked about Vivek. We did talk about Bitcoin, so we are a little bit nerds, but we can talk about whatever, man. Look, dude, it's I was telling everybody we are almost a quarter of a millennia into the American experiment, and we've gone from ultimate freedom at the cost of thousands of lives to letting a federal government control almost every single aspect of our lives. And I think we're here to honor the men that kicked the British in the pussies and sent them packing, but also kind of remember that we are just probably a lot worse off today than we were before the British were kicked out. What do you think, Dan?
I just like blowing up shit.
Oh shit, yeah. Did your rabbi give you that hat by any chance?
You know, I was going for Abraham Lincoln, but it did come off a little bit more Hasidic than I intended.
I do like the shirt though. That is nice. I do. That is fucking.
I thought I'd class it up for this special occasion.
Yeah, absolutely. We're glad to have you. Looks like we got another guest popping in.
You totally don't look like you sell snake oil.
No snake oil right here, buddy.
I'm a libertarian.
You're mystery elixir.
Looks like we got another guest here, Mr. Toad. What's going on, buddy? Everybody knows Toad. Does Toad need an introduction?
I don't know. He's been on here so many times.
Yeah, Toad has been on quite a bit.
On this show or your dick?
Both for sure. We love you though, Toad. We're glad to have you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Whether Dan is dressed as Abe Lincoln or a Jew right now, either way, he's a coward.
Oh, geez, Dan, are you gonna let him do that? Are you gonna let him call you a coward of all people?
I am. Yeah.
Okay, fair. That's I love you, Dan.
Back to you, Toad.
Back to you, Toad. Yeah, let's go back to Toad. Toad, what? So no women invited you out for 4th of July, huh? So you're just hanging out at home, or what?
One woman invited me.
Really? You got an invite, and you're home hanging out with us?
It was a daytime invite, and it was my mom.
Oh, dude. Oh, that hurt me right in the stomach, bro. I'm sorry. I love you though. I'm actually drinking beer tonight, dude. Can you believe that?
It's making me a little bit jealous, but no, I was at my parents' 4th of July cookout.
And no drinking.
Yeah.
I wonder, Mr. Smotz, have you been digging around any tunnels today by any chance?
Digging around tunnels? No.
No tunnels for you.
No tunnels, but I'm drinking beer. I haven't seen the tunnels, and I'm not a hard worker, as most of us aren't. But somebody's got to dig them.
I just want to be clear.
Am I the only one here like imbibing right now? Like, is it just me drinking wine, or
no? I'm me and Ryan are drinking Kona Big Wave Liquid Aloha
coffee for me.
Premium beer. And I don't drink beer. It's not something that I drink very often. If I do drink, it's typically whiskey. And I also have to work tomorrow because unlike Dan, I do work my absolute ass off. I don't get the goy. Goy. I don't get the opportunity to sit around and make awesome ass videos for all the coolest people in the world. Unfortunately, I wish I could do that.
Be better.
Be better.
Brownwater Squid, thank you for the $2. Saying, how's the built backwards motherfucker talking shit?
Who's he talking about? Was he talking about Toad?
I don't know. I don't know which one he's talking about.
Oh my god!
This person understands the Tower Gang lore, which is that. Not only am I born fucked up, but I'm built backwards in that if you see me from the front, my chest looks like it's my back.
Oh Jesus, dude.
I thought he meant you just constantly had a dick in your ass.
Jeez,
no, I have no nipples on the front, but it also means I don't have titties.
Do you actually not have nipples? Do you not have nipples? Is that true? Did you get rid of your nipples?
Totally got rid of them. Yeah, like
he got top surgery.
Well, because everybody's transing themselves, I had to go in the complete opposite direction, take everything to the extreme, push the overton window in the complete opposite direction. I'm already a man. I'm gonna make myself even more of a man by cutting off my lack of titties.
I wanna let everybody on this show know that Toad was on one of my first 4 episodes of this show. In like 20.
It started out great.
Shirtless. I was shirtless.
Yeah, he was shirtless, and I have seen his nipples. I know that he is lying. Unfortunately,
he has a third one actually.
Unfortunately, I have seen Toad's nipples. It's not a pretty sight. Let's go back to Henry because he's obviously the voice of reason here.
No, God, we're so fucked if I'm the voice of reason.
We're so fucked. We are so fucked.
You work for Reason? Get the hell out.
No. The voice of Reason. No, I should have tried to invite like one of the Reason journalists onto this show.
You should have. That would have been hilarious. We could have just piled on them for 45 minutes.
That would
where's
have been
Liz Wolf? Get her in
dude,
here.
Yeah,
she's the worst. No, she's not the worst though. She's not the worst.
She's not the worst. She just has these horrible takes that come out of nowhere. Like she seems like a reasonable person, and then all of a sudden she becomes like Karen from hell.
Dude,
it's so crazy.
She was so fucking. So here's the thing. So Julian Assange has been released. Probably one of the greatest things to happen in American history in the last 10 years. I mean, honestly, it's been a lot of doom and gloom. Okay. Some of these cool, Supreme Court justice rulings have been nice, and the constant renewal of constitutional carry in new states, which seems like every year has been really good. But Julian Assange being released is like a beacon of hope for independent journalists that are actually trying to tell the truth. It's kind of a sign that maybe it's becoming safe to say the things that are important again. I mean, we were talking about this on the show last night with MySpace. If you guys remember MySpace, and even to an extent Facebook in the early days, you could say whatever the fuck you wanted. Like it didn't matter what you said.
And
you could
Twitter,
say whatever. Yeah. Well, now we're back to a place now where you can say just about whatever you want on Twitter. And I said I feel like that's helping the pendulum swing, having that digital town hall where we can actually say what we need to say. It's becoming kind of cool again to like free speech, but then to see Julian Assange get released, who is the greatest journalist of our time, that's huge, absolutely huge for us, so I don't know, what do you guys think? You think if Trump wins, we will see a Ross Ulbricht release, maybe a Snowden pardon? What do you guys think is going to happen when Trump becomes the 47th president? Will he be the 47th?
I think he's committed to Ross. I don't think he gives a fuck about Ross, but I think he's committed to releasing him because he went on and said at the Libertarian convention, where Josh, you and I were there, and Toad, you were there too. Like he said, like we're gonna release him, and it's really hard to back down from that, especially if you have Biden, ostensibly Biden, right? We all know it wasn't fucking Biden that did that, but that administration, twisted, Assange's arm into letting him go. So I don't know. Like I think yes, Ross gets free. I don't think Snowden gets anything out of this though, which is like if Trump was serious, Snowden would just be allowed to come home.
Yeah. I frankly would be surprised if either one of them get freed on Trump's watch, because they haven't. And once he's elected president, he has no reason to use that ship. He's using it now because it makes us a little bit happy. But why would he?
Bro, I just think he's pissed. I think Trump is pissed enough at the deep state, and I don't think Trump is like this hero of democracy or anybody. Like I'm in the camp that Trump should be in jail for many of the things he did during his administration, but like
hush money mostly, obviously.
Of course, it's the porn stars. It's not the assassinating random Iranians. It's the hush money that he paid porn stars allegedly. But I think he is pissed at the deep state. I think he wants to get back at him. So I think he'll go. I think he'll do it.
I think he'll do it because I think he will think that it will be seen, which I think it will be. It'll be seen as actually a win for him. And that Trump wants to be seen as a winner. So I think that he will do it for that reason.
I just want to be I want to be clear here that I am working overtime producing tonight. So I'm trying to keep up with the conversation and
by working overtime you mean only leaving the camera on whoever's not talking?
No, I'm doing pretty. I'm actually doing pretty good. If you see the stream, I'm getting pretty good here at doing this. Except for when it's me talking, that's when I'm fucking up. It's just me. So,
but I didn't realize that was Josh when I came in. I thought it was Tall Bill from New Hampshire. That's what he looks like right now.
Why? Because I'm wearing no, Tall Bill's all buff and skinny and shit.
You look buff. The tank top.
He's buff and skinny.
The beard.
Well, like, I don't know how to. Whatever. Who gives a shit? Anyway, so back to Liz Wolf. Liz Wolf from Reason got really, really mad because Angela said the Libertarian Party had a very small hand in helping Julian Assange get released from prison. Now, the push to get Julian Assange removed was humongous. I mean, there was hundreds of thousands of people around in the United States and millions probably around the world that wanted Julian Assange freed, that did in some way have a hand in that. But the Libertarian Party has made it a forefront issue for them for many, many years, through many different regimes in the Libertarian Party at this point too, from like Loser Brigade to Mises Caucus they've kept it at the forefront of the political discussion. So like getting mad at the chair of the Libertarian National Committee for saying, hey, we were proud to take a little part in getting Assange
Especially
released.
when Assange's wife said, hey, thank you guys. One of the only reasons he's out is because you kept this in the public eye.
Right.
Yeah, Assange's wife thanked LP National.
Yeah.
Dude, I hate politics, but this is the only, like, one of the few good things the Libertarian Party has done is kept this issue in the forefront, and like it needed to be. So like, yeah, it would have gone away. Like it's so easy to just dismiss this, but it might have gone away had the LP. And look, Angela's amazing at what she does. Had she not kept it in the forefront, it could have gone away. So yeah, it's not the entire thing, but yeah, some small part she does deserve credit, as do all of us that wanted it.
Yeah, and the LNC was they were continuing to kind of keep it that way up through the Libertarian Party. I mean, was keeping it that way through like the LNC. They had Assange's half brother speak at the convention. He was there hanging out for a few days.
Yeah, and those, we've had Snowden speak there too, right? Like we had Snowden call in.
Snowden spoke virtually, and he was invited by Nick Sarwark, and it was to counter Tom Woods' breakfast.
Yeah,
so I don't know if that counts.
Which is pretty crazy if you think about it.
Yeah, you know what? Even if we're platforming Snowden out of spite, I'm all for it.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. And I just think, if we're talking about like how far removed from the freedom that we fought for as a country. I mean, we didn't do shit, but 250 years ago they fought for. Assange and Ulbricht and Snowden are three people that actually point to how far we've, removed ourselves from the Declaration of Independence. When you're in prison for years for doing honest journalism, whistleblowing, or starting an e-commerce website that the government can't get their hands on. We've fallen so far from the freedom that the country was founded on. I don't know that we beat the British at this point. I think 250 years later, we've lost. I don't know.
No, we are the British Empire.
Well, we're a little, we're obviously fucking cooler than them though, right?
No.
We have better dental insurance. That's for sure.
All right.
And we're not eating fucking potted meat out of a can, which is cool, right?
It's fair.
Well, Dan might be. Are you eating potted meat, Dan? Did you get a haircut, Dan?
Yes, I did.
You look good, dude. Looks nice.
Thank you.
It's way less like Flock of Seagulls-y. Except that you do.
You mean classy?
You do have the Flock of Seagulls shirt on tonight, though. That's
I do.
It's pretty base, dude. You're looking
Flock
good.
of Seagulls rule, man.
You actually like Flock of Seagulls?
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Name one song by Flock of Seagulls.
Everybody knows the one song, man. I ran.
Damn it! Of course, I should have said two. I should have said name two songs.
Yeah, that's on you. You set
Name
the
a
bar too
country
low.
in the Middle East.
Oh, dude.
Iran.
There you go, buddy. What? What'd you say?
Name
That's
a
on
country
you.
that John
You set the
McCain
bar
said he
too
would
low.
bomb.
What's that?
That's on you. You set the bar too low.
Yeah, I did set the bar really low. I should have
Also,
said two.
I thought you meant a literal flock of seagulls.
Yeah, that's because you're 28 years old, dude.
I'm 29. Come
Well,
on. And
I'm 39 almost, and I have no idea what you guys are talking about anymore.
Really? You don't know who the flock of seagulls? You don't know?
My hair was not a
seagulls?
flock of seagulls. It was a flock of eagles because
Oh,
it's
phew.
Independence Day.
We're talking
Oh,
about
fair.
80s new
America.
wave, man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was born in the 80s. Like,
Yeah, you should know. I ran so far.
I know the country.
away.
Like,
the song I ran, man.
We've been trying to start wars there for 30 years, like my entire life.
30?
So I
No,
know
way
I ran,
longer.
but-
Hold on, Henry. Way longer than 30 years. We went in the
We-
50s. We started trying to.
That's
start
true.
wars
It's
with
true.
them.
Facts.
well, we started a color revolution in the 70s.
Well, we ran a coup on Iran, us and Britain's MI6 in 1954 or 56.
All right, I concede the point. We've been trying to fuck up Iran since before I was born.
Oh, we've been
dude.
successly doing
Since
it.
before my mom was born. Really fucked up, dude. If you think about it, and that's
Flock
and really
of
it's
Seagulls are touring right now, man.
no way. There's no way.
Yeah.
Are they touring with like Duran Duran or something?
I don't know, but should I go up to Vermont?
Yeah, I know you're gonna go now, dude. He's gonna come back and be like, "Guess what? I know more than one fucking song now, buddy." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
America. Are they even from? They're not from America.
I don't know.
I bet they're from England.
I heard of this band today.
Toad, pull it up. Where are they from?
Those bands are all from England, but I actually don't know the answer to that.
You should look it up. You got a computer in front of you.
Yeah, they're British, yeah, which is what I thought.
Fuck
They're
them.
from
Stop talking.
Liverpool.
We're not talking about them anymore on this show.
Mm.
Fucking get out of here and take your beans with you,
Yeah, right.
fuckers. Anyways, so Supreme Court ruling, the managerial organizations in the United States no longer can just dictate laws. That's a huge win for us, right?
Oh, yeah. Jeremy Kaufman called it the Libertarian Super Bowl.
It's like probably one of the biggest things to happen in the United States in my lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very curious to see actually though how the fallout goes, because it actually shows whether or not the Supreme Court matters, right? Like it shows, like, are they going to ignore this ruling and keep, just like the EPA just making their own rules, or is there going to actually be a check? Like, I'm very curious to see how this falls out.
They can still make rules. They just don't get to interpret them after the fact. So private companies can sue.
Yeah.
They can try, but that's
what
I'm
will
curious
have to
about.
go through the judicial system instead of the EPA now. So a judge will rule on it.
Those things, right?
What?
Like the agency would hear those things before.
The agency would hear those things before. The agency would handle that lawsuit previously, and so they would get to rule on the interpretation of law. And of course, they're going to rule however they see fit, because they're not going to be remotely objective, and they're just going to pursue their own ends. While the judicial system, there's a chance of them being objective and looking at the letter of the law instead of whatever whim they happen to be snorting at the particular moment.
So my big question is, how does this affect the FDA? Like, what does this affect, like, drug approvals? Can we go back and say, like, these drug approvals were obviously political because XYZ got paid
Hopefully.
XYZ?
Well, I think that, yeah, I don't know if they put like any kind of like retributive system on there on the ruling, but I would imagine that it opens up a whole entire like cornucopia of things that we can go back retroactively and start assessing as like businesses and society and like people who've been hurt by these agencies. I really do believe that. Guys, we got another guest joining us, Mr. Ben Ware, the emo Ancap, sir. How are you?
What's up? How you guys doing?
What the fuck are you doing, man?
Where are you at, man? Are you in Boston?
Downtown Boston, getting ready to
first
watch
night,
the
baby.
fireworks.
Or not first night, the July 4th thing. Yeah, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you didn't even invite our friend Toad down? That's fucked up. Didn't even invite him down the street.
He could probably walk outside and see the same shit I'm seeing. So
I'm hearing either fireworks or black people right now. I'm not sure
Oh,
which.
jeez, dude. Monterey's about to hop on here, and you're gonna have to fight him, dude.
Who is Monterey?
Monterey, yeah, you're gonna have to fight him, bro. He's gonna make it fun. Dan, are you guys allowed to shoot off fireworks in Illinois or wherever you live? Sorry.
Allowed in Illinois? I don't believe so. I live in the middle of a cornfield, so nobody gives a shit,
No one
and
cares.
it happens quite a bit. Yes, just drive across state lines, grab a couple, bring them back, and fire away.
Yeah, believe
As
it or
long as you're-
not, I live in Iowa, where fireworks are legal in Iowa.
They are now. I don't think they were when you moved.
But we still can't get the good fireworks like we used, like you can get in Missouri.
Yeah.
Because a lot of Iowans have to drive to Missouri. Now, this is a state that is currently trying to pass a bill to nullify all federal gun laws. And we are currently still fighting to be able to use the big fireworks. Unfortunately, my city, fireworks are not legal.
Oh.
Yeah, West Des Moines. So it's like a city ordinance, right? So it's actually bullshit, and I'm still gonna go fire some
That's why you invited
Tom Woods wrote a
ton of
great book
people.
called Nullification that you should probably read and implement there.
Oh yeah, dude, absolutely. What's that?
You're not allowed to have fireworks, and that's why I invited a shit ton of people to come on your show when they should be watching fireworks, because you're like, if I can't enjoy it myself, I'll just ruin everybody else's night too.
Dan,
Well, yeah, exactly.
you bet your ass I brought some fireworks over.
Fireworks. You can just shoot up into the air.
What's that, man? What'd you say?
You can just shoot Mexican fireworks and shoot your gun in the air and call it good.
Yeah, that's true. In Iowa, I think that we could probably get away with that. We'd be all right. You know what I mean?
In
Fuck that, I'm doing it
Massachusetts,
in
you
Boston,
cannot.
bro.
What's
I'm
that?
doing it in Boston. Fuck that.
Oh yeah.
No,
Boston's
yeah,
probably
you
fine.
can't do it in Boston.
I already did it in Boston, bro.
Did you?
No.
All right.
No, of course not. Ben's hanging out. I love that you guys all did come to hang out with us, though. That means a lot to me. I know that Dan's here just to be the negative guy, apparently.
It's what I do.
Who's
Somebody
always-
has to do it. Somebody
Someone
has to be honest with
the
you,
negative
you
guy.
nerds.
But I will say
That's
that I
right.
know Dan in real life, and Dan's like one of the nicest, coolest fucking dudes you'll ever meet in your
Fuck
life.
you, Josh.
Of all
In real life.
Worst
Steve
candidate
Carell.
ever. What?
I don't know.
What?
Charles Belay exists.
Yeah, Charles Blake's pretty bad, dude. Charles
And
Blake's
Toad's
pretty
here, so I, you know.
bad. Damn, Toad,
it
you were a
gets
bad
worse.
candidate, dude. See?
No, Toad was the best candidate. I literally would have stumped for Toad nonstop had anybody listened to me at the
I
convention.
would have too. I would have
yeah.
too had he actually hired me to do a video for him.
Oh,
like
you would
Josh
have had
did.
to raise some money.
That's
to
all
get
it would
that
have
done.
taken.
Actually, no. Toad probably could have financed his own.
Yeah.
By not having Toad on there.
What's that?
I would have given Toad a free video, but he didn't want it.
LP
What?
Colorado really fucked up by not having Toad on there.
Yeah, it's true. Toad,
Yeah.
you beat me in
Yeah,
Colorado.
Josh, I hate to do this to you, but like after Jeremy Kaufman's speech, I almost switched my vote to Toad.
That's okay. That's all right. Toad,
You should have.
Toad actually beat me in Colorado. Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
Of all the places.
Colorado and New Hampshire, I think.
Yeah, but
But
but I do-
Colorado is pretty based, we've been noticing lately.
Well, I
but,
gotta
yeah.
say that the state that you beat me in has now endorsed RFK Jr. as their presidential
Yeah,
candidate.
it's because
so,
they understand the political game. They know how to do it.
Yeah, no.
Sure, but then right after they endorsed him, these videos dropped where he's like, "Did I sexually assault the babysitter at the age of 21? Well, I've got a bunch of skeletons in my closet. If I had enough skeletons in my
Wait, what?
closet to vote." Yeah,
He,
yeah,
he
he
did
he
that?
didn't say yes, but he definitely didn't say no. And he said
did
he
not
has
say
enough.
no.
He
He
supposedly
has so
ate
many
a dog.
skeletons in his closet that if they could all vote, he would win in a landslide, which means he's probably got bodies buried somewhere. And that's not the argument that he thinks it is, I don't think.
I
He's
don't care about any of that because I think the argument is just like push the Overton window on the Democrat side more towards RFK and away from Biden. That's the whole.
Yeah, so let's just endorse a
here.
fucking socialist, bro.
he's
Yeah.
carrying on the legacy of JFK.
Trump is a socialist. I'm
Sexually
fucking
assaulting
voting for him,
women.
so,
You're gonna vote for Trump, buddy?
yeah, go Trump.
What is it that you like about Trump, Toad?
He's hilarious. And at this point, it's just just fuck everything. Fuck
You know who else is
basically.
hilarious though?
Me?
Chase Oliver's campaign.
Tiger
Yeah.
King.
Yeah.
You could have had Tiger King. Dan,
You could
Dan,
have. The Democrats
Dan-
could have, and they blew it. The Libertarians could have, and they blew it. Like
The Democrats still
here we are.
could.
both
The
with shitty
Democrats-
candidates.
Hey, listen. There's someone out there today that's like watching Joe Biden's actions in public and going, "This is how Bernie can still win." It's definitely happening right now, guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
There's a group of like Democratic
Bernie is still
socialists.
more alive than Joe Biden is, no matter how old he is.
No
So,
doubt.
gentlemen, I'm genuinely curious about this. I'm in Pennsylvania, which is a legit swing state.
Yeah.
Trump is polling up, but he's won and lost here. I have never been tempted. I haven't voted for, I don't know, a decade or so, but I'm tempted to vote for Trump this turn. Like, should I do it or should I not? Because I just feel like this, I need more time before the world collapses. And I think Trump gives me a little bit more time than Joe Biden. Like, am I fucking crazy, or is
No.
this like
You're
a
not.
No, you're
rational
not
thing to do?
wrong.
No, I don't think you're crazy. Trump is the retard vote in that he's going to retard the
The collapse of
amount
society.
Yeah, retard the collapse. Basically, that's what we should call it.
Guys, we've
Vote
had
for
another,
Trump.
We've had another player enter the chat. Our good friend Josie, the redheaded libertarian. How are you doing today, friend?
Hi
Hey, Joe.
guys, how you doing?
All right, thanks for coming on. We were just talking about retards voting for Trump. So,
Yeah.
where do you stand on the presidential election? We're 250 years into this American experiment, and we're doing a lot worse than we were when we kicked the British in the teeth. What do you feel about 2024?
I feel like we're on the brink of a total absolute communist takeover, and we should be doing everything in our power to stop that. So whether that's foregoing the federal election altogether and focusing on your state, that'd be one way to go. Bottom up approach, local elections, state elections, that sort of thing is probably the best way through this, sadly.
Yeah, it's getting really ugly out there, and we were talking a lot about this before you popped on, and actually before we started the show, that and I made a post about it on Twitter today, where look, we in the 248 years since we declared independence from Britain, we now have a federal government and state and local governments too. I mean, for all intents and purposes, that controls every single aspect of our money, our professions, our children, our education, our food, our healthcare. I mean, it's really gotten to a point where something's got to give. Something absolutely has to give, and it has to be soon, or our children are going to be absolutely fucked.
I agree.
Yeah, it's
I
getting.
agree.
Yeah.
I got to a state that represented my values better than Massachusetts, so that was the best for my kids.
there's Toad's laughing in the background. Toad, we can't believe you're still in Massachusetts.
So many people throw digs, man.
They should. It's pretty rough, dude.
Alright.
It's pretty rough.
Toad, you've got like 2/3 of Tower Gang down in Florida. What are you doing?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, to be honest,
yeah.
to be fair,
3/5?
Toad would melt.
3/5?
For sure, he would melt in.
Yeah, we got to get Toad to Iowa.
Yeah, Toad could thrive in Iowa for sure.
Yeah, get him a nice farm girl.
Yeah, I could see a farmer Toad for sure.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah, dude, you got to come out here.
Toad the Toad Farmer. That sounds great.
That's what I need, man. I need a chick who's more masculine than I am.
Yeah, don't
take much.
Don't you?
Yeah, I know several.
Yeah,
You had your
yeah.
chance
Welcome
at
to
Pork Fest, bro.
I have many chances.
Find yourself a nice bull deck and settle down, Toad.
What's the woman that became a man? Buck Angel might be available.
Oh no.
The skin here. Buck Angel has the appendage.
Buck Angel got a wiener built for them, like a aftermarket wiener.
Yeah.
Wait,
what?
It's called a phalloplasty.
I thought Buck Angel still had a pussy.
No, I think that there was the interview that Buck Angel did. Was it with?
We lost the last good one.
Dude, I cannot describe how much I wish I didn't have to care about the conversation. Like this is so painful.
You really don't have to care about it.
Yeah, it's not something that you really have to, man. I'm working overtime here producing this, I promise you. I'm getting to you guys right as you finish talking almost every single time. It's pretty funny. But the audio will sound killer as long as we're not all fighting and talking over each other. I don't think we have
on a libertarian panel podcast with 24 people. What are the odds of us talking over each other?
I've done this before, and Ben, you've been in a couple of my holiday specials before.
I have a friend who watches the show who's straight up a commie, and they just texted me, "Do not bring that awful man into my state, Toad. You have to move here.
Toad,
now.
you gotta come now, dude."
Oh, all right.
Want to piss off a journalist?
Yeah, you want to piss off a communist journalist, buddy?
I do.
Yeah, you got to come in, buddy.
I was just gonna say that the odds of us talking over each other go way up once Smotz Toure joins.
Sure. Oh, I think we lost Ben, but that's okay because I think Ben's gonna be having some fun in downtown Boston, and we wish him well. We love you to death, Ben. I know it's a lot of people. Hard to get a word in edgewise here. We did just get another good friend hop on the show, Mr. Iggy Normus Jr.
Hi.
Sir, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, guys? How's it going? It's happy Independence Day, everybody.
Yeah, we needed some Republican. Hold on. We needed some Republican, patriot Christian nationalism up here, bro. Thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate you.
Oh, I knew you were gonna bring that up. That was the most cringe on-air moment I've ever had in my life. As soon as I was like, yeah, a couple of patriot. Yeah, I said a Republican in one sentence, and the other I'm like a freedom-loving conservative or something like that. I was like, just kill me, bro.
You're just trying you're trying to be like me, but you can't word it as well because you don't want to be like me. You know what I mean?
I think the opposite actually,
No,
but yeah.
Just kidding, dude. No, I I'm not a Republican. I haven't been a Republican since 2009, 2010. But Iggy is an extremist, and I am. Yeah, and Iggy and I agree on a lot of shit. So maybe I am the extremist. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. What's up, everybody?
He's kind of like a logical toad, really, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Explain.
Yeah, what?
I like Toad. We've never met before, but I've followed your work for a while, and I'm an enjoyer.
Thanks for calling it work.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
And I mean, in the loosest of senses, right?
My man said like super loose, dude, like really loose. But
that's how Toad likes him.
Yeah, Toad doesn't know what he likes yet.
Yeah.
So
Like it's so loose, I can't even feel it.
So Iggy, we were talking. We're obviously we're 248 years since the Declaration of Independence, since we've become a free nation, since we kicked the British in the teeth, that they never recovered from. Apparently.
Yeah, they still haven't.
They still haven't recovered from that teeth kick. And we made them take their beans with them. But in some ways, we're worse off than we were. We even under the crown, they control every single aspect of our lives. What do you think's happening, dude? What do you think's going to happen in 2024? You think that pendulum swing is coming?
Yeah, I mean, the pendulum is moving. I think that the younger generation they're all basically extremists, whether it be far right or far left, at least the people on the internet or whatever. They're either just complete degenerate leftists or they're, throwing up Roman salutes or whatever. And yeah, the pendulum's swinging. I put out a prediction after the debate, and right now I'm the only person I've seen that has had this take that I think that Biden is going to be the DNC nominee. I think he might be the president, and if so, he's going to make it all 4 years. I think Trump's probably going to be president, but I'm the only one that has given out the take that I do not think this dude is leaving. So we'll see what happens with the presidency, but I think that the future of this country is just going to get more and more extreme until there's some sort of political crisis or some sort of mass disaster event or assassination. So, I mean, you can't predict the future, or just Christ comes back. That would be the best. That would be the best situation of all. That's
best case scenario. Christ returns.
Yeah,
that's scary.
Yeah,
dude, you know what I mean?
I'm a little paranoid right now because I'm about to lose $1,000 bet that Biden was going to make it through his first term. I really didn't see it. This is a 4-year-old bet, and I'm so right about the facts on the ground that this man is not he's not there. But I'm going to lose the bet anyway. It's fucking crazy. It's driving. Yeah, it's literally making.
It's possible he stays in there.
Yeah, I mean, beautiful though that we're in a time where the DNC has to. So Joe Biden is a corpse. And they're like, who else? Who else? I know we have this second in command who's supposedly here for her value, but who else? Like the DNC has effectively admitted in no uncertain terms that Joe Biden's corpse is more likely to win than Kamala Harris fully sober-ish, I guess.
Yeah.
That's because Joe Biden's corpse is far more intelligent and articulate than Kamala Harris.
100%.
That might be true. But if
America really isn't ready for a woman president, no matter how progressive they say they are or anything like that, they know a woman can't win the presidency right now.
So what about all the people asking you to run for president, Josie? We see it all the time. It happens on Twitter constantly.
I would be retarded at president. Do not me.
No, but all the presidents are retarded.
It would be amazing.
We need a retarded president, man. We had a black.
We have one. What are you talking about?
Man.
We said we had a black. He's like, we did our first Down. See, this is why we do because we love
Step 1, black guy. Step 2, retarded guy. There's nothing in between.
Yeah,
these are the levels.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Women are somewhere under retarded dudes.
I ran to become the first retarded or disabled president. It didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
I think that the answer to that question that was just asked is like, who is most likely to replace Biden? If they replace him, the answer is Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, that's
if
what I think.
You watch the betting odds. That's the way that the market.
That's what I think
headed.
too. And if as somebody from California, I know 100% that man is the fucking Antichrist.
He's pretty bad.
Pelosi's nephew.
He's guys, look at it. This is like the Royal fucking Rumble, dude. Who's coming next? Our good friend, Mr. Reed Coverdale. Sir, how are you doing tonight?
Who lives?
Yeah,
I'm very good. I'm surprised this computer works. I think it's a 2007 iMac.
The fucking this guy was
from
doing
your parents' bunker. Where are
has,
you?
It has nothing to do with the computer. It's whether the NSA lets you on or not.
Yeah, I'm streaming in libertarian fashion from my parents' basement. So
very savage, dude. Very savage.
Incredible.
It's real dark where Reed's at. It could be a murder dungeon. Nobody's really heard from Reed in many months. Who fucking knows where Reed's at?
I've been retired. I haven't really elaborated on what I've been doing in retirement. I'm going to leave it ambiguous so everyone just can guess.
Yeah,
I just saw Reed the other day and I still don't know.
I follow Reed. I follow Reed on Facebook, and so I know what's going on. I always see Reed. I'm Reed and I got each other's phone numbers, man, so I can just reach out to him whenever I need to. You know what I mean? It's nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the Facebook and the phone number means I'm really friends with you, but Dan Smotz also has both of those, so I'm
true. It's true. Yeah, Reed is a boomer in every sense of the word because you can only reach him by phone or Facebook, and I'm not convinced he knows how to use either one of them.
Yeah,
even though he used to be the god of Twitter or whatever.
It's fucked up because I'm the oldest guy.
As much as you want to insult me, you know that I only became who I became because of you. So it all goes back.
It was your fault, Dan.
I take full blame for the rise and full credit for the downfall. Yes.
It's your fault. We got a $5 super chat from Level Zero. Thanks, buddy. He said Gavin Newsom could just shed his lizard skin and put on a Biden suit. No replacement needed. Happy 4th. Yes, that's true as well.
Look, to do with Biden is they're going to try to keep him in office because they really just need to get him through a State of the Union. As long as they can, Obama is calling the shots, whoever the deep state panel of lizard people are. But as long as they can get him through the State of the Union, then it's fine. And I think that's why they're looking to kind of keep him in there. But they are worried about something happening to him, legitimately happening to him, because he's old, like he could stroke out or something at this point. He's not exactly the healthiest man. So I think that they do have Kamala. They're kind of looking at that. And there was a story released that Kamala's backup person is Pete Buttigieg for her her vice president, because what were they saying? Blowjobs and butt plugs?
Yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect. That's a perfect. That's culturally they're gonna get together. They're gonna get along just fine. And the funny thing is that I don't know how Pete has made it to where he is right now. When he was the mayor of South Bend, like the people in South Bend did not like Pete Buttigieg. Like everyone I know, so we have family that has houses in South Bend, and obviously my nephew-in-law plays for Notre Dame. He's one of the starting tight ends for Notre Dame, and I know a lot of people that have lived in South Bend or gone to school in South Bend, and like people do not like Pete. I don't know how the fuck he's made it as far as he's made it. Doesn't make any sense.
Sodomy. Lots of sodomy.
How do you think Kamala Harris has made it as far as she made it? I saw a post earlier today that was like, if Kamala Harris was a naturally blonde, blue-eyed, whatever, Southern belle named Kimberly, then she would be the most popular person in the world. And I was like, well, that assumes that she's only stupid because she's black. I mean, if she was that stupid and blonde, she would just be at best a TikTok influencer.
To be fair, a Southern accent takes the edge off the stupid.
What's that, Reed? What did you say, Reed?
I think Dan, I don't know if Dan heard me, but I said he's once again pushing the blacks down and putting the whites up.
Yeah. Nice. Well, that's why I like him. Yeah.
If you've ever done video editing, sometimes you got to raise the blacks up and lower the whites, or vice versa. And sometimes I feel uncomfortable bringing the blacks down.
Are we not?
Kamala's also
about
fake
laundry
black.
Here, or I
She's
don't know.
video making an Indian, so.
Yeah, she ran as an Indian in was that 2016 or 2020? Whenever she ran last time, she was an Indian.
Yeah, because she's half Indian, and so is what's that other
Elizabeth Warren.
No, not that Indian.
Different kind of Indian, right?
Dot Indian, not feather on him.
Nikki Haley.
Yeah, Nikki Haley.
Nikki Haley.
Right, yeah.
Nimrata or whatever.
She was like, I was bullied for being an Indian. I'm like, no, you weren't.
No, absolutely no.
Yeah, not enough.
That's not why you were bullied. I believe that you were bullied.
Yeah, Indians do not get bullied in the United States nearly as much as other races.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ramp it up, man. Bully the Indians.
Straight up, man.
What does Owen Benjamin call them?
Pajits.
Yeah.
I don't really know what that means, other than it's like kind of disrespectful. What is the literal meaning?
I honestly don't
know.
So
it's a derogatory term for Indians. Pajit is a common Indian name, and it's a representation of a bunch of negative stereotypes for Indian people. It's like the Indian equivalent of a Tyrone.
So it's like Paco. It's like, what up, Paco?
It's like Shaniqua, yeah.
It's like Paco. Paco. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Then I see. It's
Paco.
Look,
yeah.
We were talking about this last. We were talking about this last night too. Racism used to be real cool. It used to be a lot of fun, dude. And
still is, if you do it right.
No, but like
bring it back. Baby.
But like here's the thing. I grew up in I'm from the Bay Area, Oakland, California, right? Like I grew up in a really diverse friend group, and like we used to stand around with like probably 10, 20 different races of people like telling racist your mother jokes to each other and laughing, and we're like best friends. And now like you can't even like wear blackface anymore all of a sudden. It's like such a problem that you
been able to wear blackface for a long time, Josh.
I'm obviously tongue in cheek being you
can't even sing
unless
Kyle
you're
anymore. I don't know what happened.
Justin Trudeau or any of the Jimmys or
blackface before.
No, I don't.
I did basically for work the other day because
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. My profession requires I wear blackface.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
I
but
did an episode of my show with my face painted completely white, and I wrote the word black across my forehead in black because I was curious the amount of black on your face to constitute racism. If it is fully white but only a little bit of black, or if you have like a dark enough spray tan, or your eyeliner gets too much, emo and all that. Where's the line where there's enough black that it becomes racist?
Wait, so Trump, he doesn't flirt with that line at all, right? He's not black-faced, he's orange-faced.
guys, we got some more interest.
It has to be 3/5 of the face.
Shit. Now,
So true.
hold on, guys. It's Royal Rumble's in the house. We got some more people coming in shop. We got Poof. What's up, Dr. Poof? How you doing tonight?
It's a miracle I got your message, because I'm actually on my alt, because I got a 7-day lock for telling people to kill themselves. So
fair. That makes sense.
Wait, did they deserve it? Did they deserve the message? First of all,
of course.
Did they do it?
Were they Supreme Court justices?
No.
Well, then they might not deserve it.
That's good, because 6 of them don't deserve it.
Oh, geez. Guys, also joining the stream. Hold on. Are we at our max? Are we at our max?
I don't think so.
4, 6, 7, 8. We shouldn't be at our max. What the fuck's going on here? There we go.
Adam.
All right. Also joining us.
Oh, you were about to kick somebody out for Cole.
Is Cole muted? Cole's muted.
Cole, you're muted.
You're muted.
Jeez, dude. Unmute yourself.
I think it's on your end, isn't
Let's
it?
fucking go.
No, that was
all right.
cute.
Toad,
okay.
You're a virgin. Josie, you're old. Reed, you're irrelevant. Dan, you're gay. Josh, you have too many kids. Dr. Poof, you're brown.
I didn't realize I was getting on with a gay guy. I might have to log off.
Please call me the N-word, bro. I'm the only one that you didn't mention.
No, he didn't mention me. He probably he doesn't know I exist.
Now that's just hurtful, bro.
You have riot. You have
Cole, for you to call me gay in a tank top is really something.
I wore the tank top
Nobody cares about
knowing
their
that
body
Cole
that
was-
much unless they're attracted to themselves.
I'm like 8 blue moons deep. It's July 4th. It's time for independence. I'm declaring independence from Toad's fucking terrible bullshit that he puts me through every week on Tower Gang.
Damn,
If you don't know, he's a terrible co-host. He's a terrible person. He brings me down every week. It's sad. He should kill himself.
Bro, oh my god,
Right on,
dude.
brother.
He should end it right now.
Yeah, the KYS gang.
We were just talking about that subject before you got on. That's insane, dude.
That's because Toad brings it up himself. He can't stop himself. He's like, I want to die. Oh, yeah, do it. Pull the trigger, nigga.
Listen.
sorry.
I wore a tank top
morning,
just
Cole.
knowing that Cole was going to be here, and I didn't know he was going to show up like 6 Applebee's Blue Moons deep, ready to go, ready to party.
Cole seems like the type of guy to go to Applebee's on the
Cole's hanging
4th
out
of
at
July.
Applebee's.
Dollaritas are killer. I'm telling you that right now.
He's
Dude,
one of those
no-
very straight 8 blue moons with an orange slice drinkers who drinks alone.
Yeah,
I don't have enough money for the orange slice.
Cole talks
I'm
a lot
poor.
of shit, but he's by far the gayest person on this podcast. There's no doubt about it right now.
Definitely.
I
I
fuck
bring-
way less pussy than Dan has. I'll just say that right now.
Sure. What I do bring to Tower Gang, though, is sobriety.
That is true. He's the only
something that
sober
Cole can't handle.
Ironically, your
hey, why don't
sobriety
you bring
is,
some
more,
jokes?
is less cogent than
I do
everybody else's
more than you.
drunkenness.
Okay, it's getting really hard to go
Yeah.
between everybody now. I'm
Cole,
having
wouldn't you
fun.
say that
We'll just
Toad's
keep it
put an
happening.
extreme lack of effort into Tower Gang lately, and we should actually let him go? That he shouldn't be part of the team anymore. I mean, people like me who show up.
Wait a minute,
Reed,
no,
I haven't
hold
seen
on,
your
did Reed-
face. I haven't
hold
seen your face in 6
I
months.
know. I
and
haven't
you-
been on a stream with you in like a
and
year.
you- and you've brought more to the show than Toad has.
I was about to say, I was like, wait a minute, did Reed just call Tower Gang we? I haven't seen that guy on an episode of Tower
Just
Gang in like
Josh
over a
calling
year.
Tower Gang we at this point.
Yeah, dude.
Josh,
Reed,
Josh still yells so loud from his stream that we hear it on our stream. That's how bad. That's
Stop watching his stream drunk while you're supposed to be doing a podcast, dipshit.
Yeah, I have to come somehow. He's grandfathered into Tower Gang and that he fucks 60-year-old women.
Oh my god! No, it's the truth.
Put some respect on Dr. Poof's name.
I do like to say that I do like to say that I am the founder of the Tower Gang podcast, even though I've only been on 2 episodes. So sorry, guys.
You've been on 3. You've been on 3 because the live one counts. The live one counts from Georgia.
Oh, that's true.
From that shit show.
Dude, that was the worst episode of any podcast of all time ever.
That's like 3 episodes less than Reed was.
That's what happens. Like everybody makes fun of me and my audio issues in the studio here, but then we go there and we see how good at audio Top Lobster was. You know what I mean? It was fucking horrendous, like horrible.
Best part of Georgia is just honestly, Toad's done such a good job at putting his name out there by going to the most irrelevant like LP conventions ever. Doing one thing that makes them relevant and then never doing it again. And then just being like, no, I'm not your monkey. I will not be famous. I will not be funny for the first time in my life. And says, fuck you. And I honestly, I respect it about him.
I do. Well, you just spent fucking 30 minutes talking about how shitty of a person he was, Cole.
Yes, because he does that. Where he goes on,
I made the Georgia convention relevant. It was completely irrelevant without me.
Yeah, as soon as you took
I
your
wouldn't
shoes
have
off.
watched the debate
in
Georgia without Toad. No,
You
I wouldn't
have
have
watched it
watched.
for me.
Fucking
I watched
the
like
state
2 of your
affiliates should all be
debates.
like, they should all be knocking my door down and paying me to go to their fucking conventions because that's how much I bring to their fucking conventions. Nobody watches any of that shit unless I'm in the fucking debate.
Listen, it's 4th of July. We're not talking about the Libertarian Party right now.
Please don't.
Fuck them. True.
Okay.
Fuck them.
We're talking about what we can
The
do.
Libertarian Party was established in 1776. How about that?
That's probably the most true thing that you've ever said, Cole.
That level of cope is just not gonna.
I'm tired. I'm tired, boss.
It was George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, and Chase Oliver. It was those 3 that established this country.
Poof. Look, I everybody else who's popped on, except for Reed, I guess we haven't got to Reed yet, but we'll get back to him. Look, we're 248 years into the American experiment.
Is that where we are?
Yeah, 248 years.
Where did the Pajeets come in?
Oh, that was no. This is something that I've asked everybody who's. This is the Royal Rumble. Okay, every 30 seconds, someone new's coming on, probably through the end of this thing. So we're 248 years into the American experiment. We are arguably worse off than we were under the British Crown. The federal government controls every aspect of our life. Do you think there will be violence in the next 5 years?
Nah.
Yeah.
TikTok still around? No, we're just gonna be fat and lazy.
Yeah.
Didn't they pass a TikTok ban or whatever?
I don't know. My TikTok still works.
I've never downloaded that piece of shit app.
Do you see that statue behind me? That's the big doink.
Oh, is it the big doink statue?
Doinks?
I love
Oh,
doinks,
yeah.
dude. Please, if
You not
It's
know
him
what that
holding a
is.
That's what
joint.
my wife calls my penis.
the big
I was
doink.
just gonna make it. Dang it! You stole my joke.
Damn, dude.
But I don't have a wife. Gonna kill myself.
But yeah, I don't think so. I don't think violence on like
That's
you're
what
talking about
Cole's
like
wife
on
calls my
a national
penis,
scale,
too.
right?
Yeah, I'm talking about
talking
on
about,
a
like-
national scale. Do you think that
Like
think
a
we're
civil
headed
war?
towards- do you
Fuck
think
no,
we're headed towards
dude.
any kind of violence? Look, I've been debating whether because like this is the most like extreme the threats have gotten. I've seen threats get.
We do have Hollywood leftists calling for assassinations of
Yeah,
SCOTUS and
of prior
presidential opponents.
presidents. Yeah, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
And I'll say this is the first time I've seen it on Instagram of all places. Where, by the way, I was kicked off Instagram for posting a Bible quote.
Guilt
I was
issue.
kicked off of Facebook for talking about January 6th.
Yeah.
Josh, I'm on Instagram every day. I've literally seen beheadings on Instagram. Like I've literally seen like
And they booted me. They booted me for dropping a Bible verse, bro.
That's
Oh
crazy.
shit!
I've literally seen the most
Inshallah,
fucked
brother.
up things ever. I've literally seen live leak videos on Instagram, and you got kicked out for a
Damn.
Bible verse.
Holy crap,
It's crazy,
man.
dude. I don't even know how to explain. I just think
It's because
that,
Josh is a live leak.
well, I think well, I
Also,
look,
Josh just thinks the N word is in the Bible, and he posted that, and he was like, "It's a Bible verse."
It's
I don't know
a
what you're talking
Bible
about.
verse. What are you talking- No, I'm not.
Let me see that translation. Yeah.
Seriously,
The New Smith
I think this is the
translation.
worst we've seen the violent rhetoric in any presidential election. I think it's absolutely the worst, and I don't think it matters who wins. I think it's whether it's
It just
Trump
sucks.
or
Get it off of me.
Biden.
I'm not talking. Go.
No, we're trying to see what you're doing, bro. We're hoping Dickie shows up from the back and starts making out with you again.
Just keep it on. I'm not saying anything.
We're just gonna.
It's been that the whole night, Cole. You're gonna have to get used to it. He only focuses on
it's
whoever's
so
not
good,
talking.
man.
We're just talked.
I'm trying my hard. Do you know how hard it is to produce a
You
podcast?
just keep it like this. You just keep it just.
Yeah.
Like
Yes, Josh, I do.
It's Hollywood Squares now. It works.
Yeah.
I do know.
What's up, Josie?
You got to do one of those.
Josie,
Josie
you're
has
muted.
something to say.
Yeah.
I gotta jump off. I only.
Oh.
Josie, do you think we'll see violence this year before you go?
Do I think we'll see violence?
Yeah. Mass
Oh yeah.
violence in the streets.
Do you think this is a
Josie
result of
can
women
personally
giving-
assure that
having-
we'll see
given the right
violence.
to vote?
What?
Should women have the right to vote? Is that what brought us to this point?
What, women having the right? Oh, absolutely.
Hell yeah, brother. Same. Yep. Yep.
Well, thank you, Josie.
Ask a
Thank you so
question.
much for coming on. Before you go, where can people follow you, support you, enjoy your content, all those good things?
TRHL official and Tim Cast. Make me a subscriber over there and support us.
Awesome.
Otherwise, follow me on X, and I drop some bangers every now and then.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight, Josie. Happy 4th of July. Go
Happy-
America.
Happy 4th. Hi, girl.
Bye.
Josh, can I jump in on this? Like, I just don't. I think actually, like, people are over, I guess, exaggerating the potential of violent conflict. Most civil divorces have happened without conflict. Like, you go look at Colombia or like a lot of the Soviet Union. Like, it just doesn't have to be violent. Like, we could just break up.
It doesn't have to, but it's the easiest way.
It sounds like you have experience with this conversation.
Well, I am in the middle of a divorce for 4 years, so yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
but it doesn't
Fuck.
have to be violent.
Now mine was violent, but yours doesn't have to be.
And his lawyer has advised him to not use the word violence. Because
More
he's hiding it
well. Physical strife is what.
I have not punched anyone yet, so I reserve the non-violent term.
Yeah, I don't know. I am concerned, and of course, I'm not concerned here in Iowa. I mean, I'm like,
I'm not really concerned.
Yeah, I'm not
here.
concerned living in Iowa that we're gonna see some wide scale, but I think the coastal
The
elite
coastal,
the coastal elite are in for some fucking serious.
Yeah, but what's
shit
the
this year.
violence? What does the violence look like? That's actually the thing I'm confused about. Like
Black Lives Matter.
Look, I live in
No.
Pennsylvania. I have.
Oh, you're talking about that.
a
Like
shit ton of
riots?
guns. Like, how are people gonna actually come take my shit?
Well, I
agree with Henry. I don't
So-
think it's coming. I agree.
Well, they'll go for like strategic points. So they'll go for
So, like,
military
Chads.
bases, and it might take a
Chads.
little while, but it'll likely involve the army, and depending on kind of who maintains control of that, if it's the left or the right, affects how it will look. If the right gets control of it, it'll probably just kind of be a slaughter because the left is a bunch of pussies. And if
That's
it's
what
the
we need.
left, it will likely be the army against a large scale of smaller decentralized militia groups, largely composed of young men. I've looked into this issue
Wait a
a little bit.
minute. We just did a show like 3 nights ago where you're like, wasn't that you that were like, there's really no militias? Wasn't that you that said that?
It's
And
hard to.
we had to set you straight and be like, dude, there's
Well,
a lot of
I
fucking
think
militias in the United
I think they'll develop.
No, they're already
at a-
there. There's a
No,
lot
we've
of
been
militias.
psyoped out of them. That's the whole point of
By the way, who's
Patriot Front.
talking right now? I'm kind of confused. I was looking around. And...
Oh,
I can't
it's
figure it
Ryan,
out.
my
Yeah.
co-host. You don't see him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in.
I was
I'm in
trying
the
to
same
look at
room as
people's
Josh.
faces. Yeah, I was like, what?
That was Dan Smotz. He's a ventriloquist.
Yeah, he's throwing his voice over here. Yeah.
Yes.
No, and you know what's that's how people are going to be listening to this on the audio podcast. We're like, fuck, who's talking now? Who's this? Who's this one? Good. We wanted to confuse you. Happy 4th of
Everyone
July.
start their
Fuck.
statement with their name and their pronouns.
Yeah, no shit. I'm almost back to a point where I only have one row of people there. If Cole would leave, that we wouldn't have
That'd be
to
great.
scroll down.
That'd be great all around.
No, we like Cole. We like.
If,
I love
if
Cole.
Toad would finally pull the trigger, we could finally get this thing really rolling.
Yeah, it's funny because I asked every one of these people. I said, "Hey, do you guys got 10 minutes to come on the podcast?" And now they've all been here for like 2 hours. So
You also said come whenever you want and stay as long as you want.
I did. I told every one of you
Yeah.
to stay. No, I love you guys, and I'm happy to have you here, especially
yeah.
especially Toad. So
That's what Josh tells
Oh,
us
thank
one night stands. Come as long
I
as you
feel
want.
I
Just
feel
stay-
I feel left out. I'm leaving now. I feel
no,
left
don't
out.
just get out of here. No, Henry's been here since before we started the show. I'm stoked. Henry's one of the coolest guys I've met. He's cooler than me. He's way cooler than fucking.
He's cooler than everyone in this show except Poof.
Yeah. Except
Yeah,
for
I'm here
Poof.
for diversity reasons. I cover all
Yeah,
bases.
yeah, that's our DEI.
Well,
hire.
we can say anything we want. Be the POC
Yeah.
here.
Mhm.
Yeah, we have
Cosign.
all the cover. It's like having Tim Scott on your pay, something.
I vote no to everything.
POC.
I don't even know
Mama
what
knew how to
Poof
stretch
is
a
right
dollar. Like,
Poof is what? Woman, Asian, retarded,
Yep.
obviously,
Yep.
gay.
Well,
I'm not-
woman and retarded are the same thing, but
I know,
go on.
that's what I meant.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
She's
This
very
show
strong.
is great.
She's
I love it.
retard strength.
Yep.
We're we got
And
about.
I'm unvaxxed. And
Oh
married.
yeah, I don't think anybody on
Alright.
this show right now is vaxxed.
Yeah, Jose's not here yet.
I'm not talking about you.
Whoa,
Well,
whoa.
did-
Why are we outing people?
Oh,
Jesus.
Jose's in the army. He was in the army or some shit, right?
They
He was in the Air Force. He was in the Air Force, like the what's the one where you just go on the weekends?
Oh,
you're
the
like a-
reserves.
Yeah, the reserves.
What's
you're
the
like
one where you go on the
pussies.
weekends?
where you're like, I serve Uncle Sam, but only on my Saturdays.
No, it's 1 week. It's
That's
1
so
week in a
funny.
month, 2 weeks a year. bro.
During the week, I breed cats.
I defend your freedom right after I mow my lawn. That's Jose.
But, oh man, I just realized everyone's getting the view of me that you guys get to see. That's unfortunate. Brownwater Squid, $2 super chat. Thanks. He said Colby Chimpin. Ronwell Nagalis, thanks for the $2 super chat. Hi Josh Reed, long time. I missed the Four Horsemen. Are you bringing the Four Horsemen back, Reed? What's going on?
I mean, I haven't even done a podcast on my show since October, so
Why?
I don't really
What happened? You had more followers than me, dude.
I know. Well, it's that whole
Because-
you either die a shit poster or live long enough to see yourself become whatever, blah blah blah. So I was afraid of becoming boring, I guess you could say. So
Oh, that's cool.
That's real.
He chose a noble death.
Too late. Too late.
He was just upset that Ryan fucked Aiden Ross, and so he was like, I gotta quit this thing.
Wait, who's Aiden Ross?
Really? You
Aiden-
don't know who Aiden Ross?
No.
Okay,
You don't know
never
who he
mind.
is?
Aiden Ross is
Oh, God,
like
bussin'.
a
For real.
Zoomer
That's Aiden Ross in a
streamer.
nutshell.
Yeah,
He's like borderline brain damaged and
Borderline. He is.
I don't know who that is. I've never-
Reed just realized that he has no inflection in his voice, and so he had to bail before he got boring, before people started.
as far as I did, just one facial and I'm
Hey
on.
guys, I just want to get out of here before you realize that I'm fucking boring.
All your fault, man.
Aiden Ross is basically if Toad thought he was Andrew Tate. That's the
Oh,
perfect.
Jesus,
I do
Oh.
think that.
Oh Jesus!
Wait, in what ways is Toad different than Andrew Tate? I'm confused. I thought this was
There's a
like,
lot of things.
basically-
Yeah, I'm
Money,
bald.
bitch.
Would you rather have Megan Fox with a penis or Hulk Hogan with a pussy? Go Toad.
Megan Fox with a
that,
penis.
that video,
Andrew
man.
Andrew
Oh.
Tate. We got him.
Hulk,
Yeah,
Hulk
that's-
Hogan with a pussy for sure, because then I'm not gay.
No, Megan Fox with a penis is much more feminine. If you choose Hulk Hogan with a pussy, you're fucking gay.
No.
Yeah, there we go.
actually just I want to
Educated
see
friend.
both. Like that's fascinating to me.
Like
I just
both
want
each other.
I don't want to fuck
Henry's
either
like
of them.
both. I don't care.
This is very easy. Look up Blair White and look up.
Buck Angel.
No. The what's the girl?
Buck
that just-
Angel.
Yeah, well, Buck Angel is technically one, but she's trans, so I don't count her. I count.
Buck Angel apparently has a penis now, so.
No, who's the? He was heavyweight champion in the UFC. His daughter, who's now a shot putter in the.
Brock.
Oh, yeah.
Brock Lesnar.
Lesnar's daughter.
Brock
That's
Lesnar's
who-
daughter,
yeah.
that's
Yeah, that's Hulk. That is Hulk Hogan with a pussy, dude, for sure.
Yeah, it is Hulk Hogan
Yeah.
pussy, and Blair White is Megan Fox with the dick.
Still would
I
take.
rescind everything I said, but I actually don't want to do this.
Blair
Too late
White's
now, buddy.
thumbs are better than Megan Fox's.
I would still take the female because then I'm not gay. That's it. That's
Yeah,
all.
you
I'm
just have to
taking
turn off
Blair
the
White.
lights.
Listen,
You know?
listen. Hulk Hogan with a pussy is going to give me absolutely amazing children. They're going to be nice,
They're
good,
gonna be
thoroughbreds,
genetic
dude.
Ubermensch.
Yes, they will absolutely.
all
They
gonna
will,
say
they will
hell yeah,
rule
brothers.
the world.
That's
Tops
true.
and have the biggest
Yeah,
biceps,
their
and you're gonna be
their
totally
first
straight.
word is brother. They're like,
Hey, brother.
brother.
They drink
Like
breast milk and
Aqua, yeah.
creatine. How about that?
They eat
Pulls the
horse
umbilical
meat.
cord. Yeah, like
It's not dad. It's like, what's up, bro?
They wake up in the morning and have eggs
comes
and
out
horse
like-
meat. Fucking.
They give birth to themselves.
They come out with a beard. It's crazy.
I'm pretty sure these are all just Chuck Norris jokes that we're repackaging right now.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm pretty
Who's
sure.
Chuck Norris?
Who's Chuck Norris?
Jesus.
Jesus, dude. Jesus.
I'm a Zoomer. I'm kidding.
You are.
I'm
Are you a
millennial.
Zoomer?
No, I'm a millennial. I made the cutoff.
How old are you, Cole?
I don't believe you.
I'm 28.
Oh, you are.
I'm older than Cole.
By
What
one
the
year.
hell?
Wow.
Yeah.
right on the line. Yeah.
Right
Who's
on the line.
I'm the
Reed,
oldest. for
Reed,
sure.
you're a 45-year-old in a 20-year-old's body. It's crazy.
No, dude, he's a 45-year-old
and you
and
look
a 40.
56.
Yeah, you look 56, dude. What's
No,
going on, bro?
He's a 45-year-old in a 45-year-old body. He just is 26.
Toad, you're 30 and you look 85. Shut up.
Right. I get told I look like
Toad,
I'm
if
in
you
my
talk
late
about
20s
age-
all the time.
Are you actually in your 30s, Toad? No.
Yeah.
Late 30s.
Is it
Let's
late
be
30s?
clear here. Late.
Okay.
Toad, who
yeah.
is telling you look like you're in your 20s? Are they like
Some people.
old ladies?
I
Yeah.
I would bet dollars to ducats that if Toad actually shaved his face entirely, he would look a lot younger.
You look like a baby.
I'm a baby face, man.
It's the gray. It's the gray that makes him look old, for sure.
If
That's all it
Toad shaved his face, he wouldn't get arrested for being a pedophile. How about that?
It's based on action, sir. I'm not sure you're
catching
right there.
45.
I'm sorry, Toad. That was me.
That
And it's a straight leg.
last chick was 23. Damn it.
Catching 45 in the chat said Lynn Lesnar is kind of cute. Not gonna lie.
I don't know about that. I
Hell
don't know
I think
about
we need to
that.
ban that guy.
They're literally Maya Lynn Lesnar is literally built like Cole, but like 6 feet
It's
taller
crazy.
than him. Yeah.
I mean, if Cole shaved his face.
Oh, I just
I'm
googled that
babyface.
image.
I'm telling
Holy crap, dude! That is a hideous person.
Have you? Oh, you haven't seen her?
I've never seen that.
Throw it
man.
on the
Yeah.
screen. Throw it on the
Oh,
screen.
how
It's
do
just
I do
Brock
it?
Lesnar with tits.
How do I do it?
Hold on, I can
Fucking
figure this out.
producers.
Can I do
literally-
it?
She's
I can.
literally just Brock Lesnar, like with a vagina.
Hold
Like, I
on.
think you know.
Nice
You
ceiling,
know what
Josh.
that looks like.
Am I able
I
to?
got
I don't
this.
think I can.
This is
I
so
got this.
easy.
I got this.
No, I'm trying to. It won't let me. I don't think I have the permission to.
I think I could do it.
Josh, that's a nice ceiling you got there. Just
Yeah,
wanted
thanks,
to really.
buddy.
No, I love it.
Hold on.
It's
Throw
a
that
very-
up on screen right there.
That is
I already have it in there. Throw
See,
it up on
modern
screen.
dating is so hard. Every
Yeah.
profile looks like his. Like
Can I-
Josh's
I can
screen
share
right
it.
now.
I can share it. There you go.
Right there.
It's a camel.
That's
Yeah,
Maya
that's,
Lesnar.
that's insane, dude. That is crazy to me.
She looks aight.
Can you enlarge
She looks
that?
aight.
Whoa.
Aight. What do you mean?
She looks like an albino trans man.
Yes.
That's what peak female performance looks like.
Yeah.
Also, I
The
think it's funny that Reed is the one to call out Josh.
That
for his
hug right there
background.
looks like they're
Yeah.
wrestling.
Yeah, fucking Reed.
The sequel to the Goonies is gonna be lit, dude.
Reed's calling out that you could see my ceiling on the stream
Yeah, you
yard. but
can't see
you
the
literally-
wall behind me, so
you,
you know.
You can't
literally
see either
you can
Josh
only
or
see your
Reed's
teeth,
face.
bro. Like if you weren't smiling, we wouldn't know you were there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Have we gotten any new
I'm
people?
like a black person. You can just see me because I'm smiling in the dark.
Oh jeez. This
See,
is
he
why
is
he.
doing the blackface.
This is why he quit. This is why he
That's
quit
true.
podcasting.
Dude, that's why black people get caught by the cops so much because they can't keep their mouths closed so their teeth
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
And here's Boss Dre. I'm just kidding.
Oh
No,
shit.
there's
I was-
not.
I was like, all right, I'm out of here.
On the
The
show.
third
Maj-
guest of Tower Gang, by the way.
Maj,
Yeah, Maj
Maj,
True, true.
Maj is supposed to be here, yeah. But
Oh, perfect. Well,
Oh wait,
yeah.
is he late? That's not normal for them.
Hey,
Maj is
Josh,
supposed
did
to
you pay him? Because I hope not, because you're not getting reimbursed.
Yeah,
And
he went out for cigarettes. That's very sad. Yeah.
Matt Rife was supposed to come on, and then he said that he doesn't got a strong enough signal at his mom's house for 4th of July.
Wait, someone check Maj's Twitter. Did he just get arrested?
I was just gonna say he might.
I
might
was going
be
to tell you this:
jail.
if Maj just does come on, he'll steal the stream. He's going to steal the show.
I don't think I think he's only going to hop in for like 10 minutes or something like that. Is what he said.
And they do hop. They jump very high. Yeah.
Jesus. Heidi Briones said she might come on too, but I don't know.
Yeah, tell her to come on. Oh,
Where's
I want to ask her about
She
Pearl.
doesn't. She doesn't,
Toure is
she
behind
doesn't come.
Reed.
She's a lesbian.
You just can't see him. he's literally behind
Got
me.
the smile, then you'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey yeah. Dan, you should text Dave Casey and be like, "Where are you? Don't be a coward."
I will.
Yeah.
Wait, Josh,
definitely a coward.
I was
Why do you-
wondering two things: when Michael Rechtenwald's coming on, and when you are starting
He has me blocked.
these series Substack about your run for president.
Oh, dude, I have no live journal. I've never been a live journaler, and so I won't be live journaling about Michael Rechtenwald. I would love to have Mike Rechtenwald. If Mike wants to come on the show, he's more than
Josh, are you still picking at your wounds?
No.
Yeah.
Crawling in.
I feel like it would be fun to just let Tower Gang write a diary about your for you.
No, you know what would be fun? No, what if
I like
what if,
it.
Hey, Cole, Toad.
I was
More
gonna say
racist than the Ron Paul diaries.
do you remember when we brought John Hudak on my show?
Yes, and Nick Ashley.
What if
yeah.
we did that to Michael Rechtenwald? That would be pretty funny.
Oh.
We bouncing for Tower Gang? Oh god.
Dude, can you imagine the Substack series he'd write about that? He would get like 12 episodes out of that.
Yeah, dude, there'd be like a whole, there'd be like a
he'd
year's worth
subscribe all
content
of us to his mailing list to try to force us to read it
without asking. I'll say I had no ill will towards Mike whatsoever. Okay, Michael Rechtenwald.
I don't either.
He's actually like his policies are on point. He's pretty great. I think he's a little cringy. I think there was some point in his campaign where he was watching the success of Malay and decided he was gonna be the Malay and somehow find that same fire. And it got a little cringy when he started wearing the Ancap tie and like trying, you know what I mean? Like it got a little cringy for me. But I had like no ill will towards him whatsoever until he started talking shit at the end of the campaign. And then when I highlighted the fact that he obviously dropped the bag on probably the most important moment in
Josh,
the
the top of your head is making a lot of great points about Michael Rechtenwald.
That's good. The good thing about this is not what they're saying on the stream, Dan. So kiss my ass.
I don't believe that.
Go look at the stream.
No, they aren't seeing that. Yeah, they aren't seeing that.
Go look at the stream.
He looks great, actually.
Yeah. Everyone can see my tank top.
But he cares about his audience, not his fellow.
And while I don't look as good in a tank top as Cole, I'm trying to pull it off here. My arms are
you hit
probably
the gym
as
and
big
do
as
some
Cole's.
lateral raises.
Honestly,
buddy.
my arms are probably as big as yours, Cole. But
that's not even true.
I bet
I can tell right now.
I would put money on it that my arm circumference is almost the same size as yours.
Josh is way taller than you, Cole, so you might be right.
I'm way bigger than you, dude. Way bigger than you.
Keeping in mind, I was the one who was called gay. Now y'all are comparing bicep size.
Well, we're gonna start comparing dicks, but I don't want to get.
I was about to say,
upstaged by Poof, you know what I mean?
You don't want to know what we do on Tower Gang.
Look, we lost Josie, and all of a sudden this turned into Tower Gang. This is what happens.
It's what I do. I come on a podcast and I'm just like, I'm going to force you into making it my podcast. It's just. I've done it every time.
Podcast, yeah.
It's like
violate. Yeah.
I don't care what you do. We're shifting this over.
25% worse is what
The problem is that Top Lobster is better at doing that than Cole is, so every Tower Gang turns into Nephilim Death Squad.
Good.
Yeah. I do love.
Good. Then
I love
that's
Top,
why it's
though.
listenable.
Yeah. Top's great. I used to bring Top on the podcast a lot, and I told him I want to bring him back on. But he wants to come on and talk shit to AJ because AJ and him have
He
gone
hates
back
AJ,
and forth.
dude.
They've gone back and forth.
AJ thinks the moon landing happened. Get out of here with that.
Top comes into our chat and he goes, AJ's a fucking idiot. He gets mad. He gets legitimately mad about it.
It's so funny because AJ's like probably one of the coolest, like chillest, down to earth dudes you'll ever meet. And sometimes
Just
he gets
moon
a little...
pilling, man. That's all you gotta do.
AJ's chill. I called it. He was supposed to be at a parade today. I called him. And he was like, "What's up?" I was like, "You're being a bitch. That's what's up."
Yeah, he's
Who went to a parade on? Anybody go to parade today on July 4th?
Yeah,
I
was in one.
Stuck in one.
Yeah, same idea.
Basically.
You got so we had basically
Reed
two
got
people.
stuck in a parade last month. Though.
Reed,
The rivalry
yeah,
between
he was
Dan and
stuck in
Reed
another
is
man's
one of
asshole.
my. It's like one of my very famous. I think the only rivalry that's better is Nutter and Reed. Really.
Oh, then
How about the rivalry between Nutter and being funny?
I was gonna say Reed is a better comedian than Adam Nutter. If that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, what is that guy's deal? I had not heard of Nutter until like 3 months ago. Is he
Nutter's
is
whole
he just
shtick-
not
You're
funny?
lucky. You're lucky.
Nutter's got a ton of fans because they don't think he's funny, dude. That's how it works.
That's actually kind of Chad.
Yeah, it's
Actually,
pretty Chad,
I mean,
dude. I'm not gonna lie.
It's better to be funny, but like that's actually fans are fans. You know?
He just gets up on stage and talks about
I've been
dicks.
acknowledging Nutter's unfunniness for at least 2 years now.
Yeah,
So,
your
you're
rivalry with Nutter
finally
might go
catching up
longer.
because you're like, oh, did him being a libertarian and a comedian, that's good enough.
Dude, this is where
Nutter
I
is
came
the-
from because I saw Adam Nutter and I said I want to be exactly like that guy.
Yeah,
He's
well,
the-
that
That's
worked
how
out.
I
dude.
happened.
You did good.
He's the Burt Kreischer of libertarian comedy. He's loud, he's unfunny, and he gets by on using all his friends for clout. That's enough.
That's it. Okay.
That's the same shit I'm doing.
It doesn't wear a
He's a
shirt.
good-
I've never seen Adam Nutter's nipples, at least. So
Not
that's
like Adam.
Yeah, I have seen.
Sounds like
I've seen
a
at
woman
least-
influencer. We're talking about his nipples and how not funny he is.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my wife.
I've seen at least 3 of your guys'
bitch.
nipples on this podcast right now. Oh, we lost Henry. Henry took off. He's like, I can't talk about.
You don't want to talk about
anymore.
nipples. Yeah.
Get outta here.
My wife is actually, she's been saying, she's
Not
trying to
men's.
beat me in followers. And so she's just been posting like just random shit. She's like been posting a lot.
She's
Because I
posting
just-
like a bunch of selfies and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm
She
gonna
was like, that's
beat
the
you
only way I
up.
get
Bro,
followers is
over.
if I have to post selfies. And I'm like, that's just what women do. They post selfies, they gain like 200 followers and 2,000 likes, and they just keep doing this over and over.
No, wait. Your
Easy.
your
Well,
When
wife.
I do that, I lose followers. Fuck, dude.
That's because everyone thinks you're a man on Twitter, Poof.
It's true. It's true.
You're like married and shit though, right, Poof? I don't know. You got a
Yeah,
cat
yeah.
now. Is that a cat? Are you carrying a cat around?
She trains cats.
You train cats?
Yeah, I
You
train
can't
cats.
train cats.
Nah,
You
she,
can't
and
do
Zay-
that.
she and Jose have something in common, basically.
Jesus, dude. This podcast. Anyways, happy 4th of July, guys.
Happy 4th.
What everybody have for? Did y'all do burgers, hot dogs? Did y'all swim in
Chicken
the
and
pool?
croffles.
Both.
Wait, hold on. Chicken and what?
Croffles?
Croffles. It's a croissant and a waffle.
Yeah, that's good shit.
How does
American needs to fall, man. I mean, if that type of shit, I'm so done with the
It's so
cutesy,
murky.
like,
Dude, the
whatever. Like,
croissants, the
I'm gonna
croissants are fucking
combine a
whores.
word.
The croissants
American
are
needs to
whores.
fall.
They're going and they're fucking every other breakfast pastry. They're fucking the waffles. They're fucking the donuts. You can't stop them.
Jesus, dude.
Coach recording it all and posting it online.
Yeah, we had
Yeah,
we
I'm
had
jerking off to
bacon
it.
wrap. We had bacon wrap filet, like mini burger sliders, but the burgers were like bacon and cheddar sliders. And then I also made hot dogs for the kids, and then we had like all the accoutrements and stuff as well.
Yeah, that
We had
sounds
burgers,
good.
dogs, and corn on the cob, man. All on the charcoal grill. It's good shit.
Who's we?
How many pigs?
You mean,
how many
you mean
pigs do
you
you
and
think?
your cat?
No, him and his mom.
Oh, your
we
mom,
went
that's
over
right.
this.
Me and my
Yeah.
mom. Yeah, come on.
How many pigs do you think died to feed Josh's family today? Had to be like over like 40?
Well,
I'd
no,
say like
first,
6 million.
no,
Well,
it's cows for us.
It couldn't have been 6 million.
Yeah,
Yeah,
6
okay,
million
okay.
seems a little high. That seems a little high, dude. No, it's cows. It's cows for us. We
You do beef franks?
We
The
don't
red
eat a lot-
heifer, yeah. They
Yeah.
sacrifice the cows to Josh's family.
Yeah, we
in
don't.
Jerusalem.
we
yeah,
don't.
they bred them
we
in
don't.
Texas.
My wife doesn't eat pork. My wife doesn't eat pork, and my kids by proxy don't really eat very much pork either. And I'm the only one in the house who actually like enjoys pork. And
Legitimately, is it a Jewish thing? I'm not
no,
not even
no,
joking.
we're not. No, not at all. It's a Christian thing actually. My wife. It says in the Bible too that pigs are unclean, and so my wife doesn't eat them.
Do you also not fuck her 3 weeks out of the month? I know that's not true. I know how many kids you have.
I was about to say,
No, he
no,
maximizes the opportunity.
He flips it.
He min-maxes, yeah.
No, unfortunately, not unfortunately, but fortunately, it's been few and far between since we had the baby, because I don't think we really thought about what having 3 kids that are 3 and under means to our sex life. But we may be having another baby soon, so that'll be exciting.
Well, the first
Oh my
25
God.
weren't indication enough that you weren't going to be able to do it.
No, it's like,
we may be. I think it's been twice in 6 months, and we may be having another one. So
That's how he's going to win the next presidency. He's
I'm
going to get all of
essentially,
his
I'm
kids to vote.
essentially the like if I was born like in the 14th century, they would be like building statues of my
virility.
My virility.
You're building up the voting population, and you're also like mentally focused because you've had sex just a little bit more, twice more than Toad has in the last 6 months.
Yeah,
That's right.
twice more than Toad has in his entire life.
I passed it up, man. I skipped
It's gonna
it. I
get
had
to
do it.
November, and he's like, "I've done this shit 4 times already."
Yeah, dude. I swear to
Josh
God, I
used
can
to
look.
be an open borders libertarian and then realized that he just couldn't keep up with the flow over the border that he was putting out. All right, you know what? Fuck it.
Listen, Josh is single-handedly keeping the birth rate in this country up above
saving the white race. Yeah,
He's a white race.
He's
guys are
saving the
fucking
right
welcome,
white race.
dude.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
Josh might be the most efficient man at sex in history.
Yeah, dude.
The problem is Josh is saving the white race, but then teaching them to be wiggers, and so it's a bad
No.
the hero we deserve. All right. I mean,
No, I will say
I'll
this. I
take
could,
it.
Josh
like I'm
is so
telling you,
anti-Jewish, he's a Mormon.
dude. If I wake up and sit on the toilet wrong, and then my wife goes in after me, she can get pregnant. It's that easy, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, that flush raise it right up, man. You gotta watch out.
This just means Josh nuts every time he wipes his ass.
No, dude, just like
That's
if
cool.
if I sit down and it sweeps the toilet seat, you know what I mean? Like I just may end up getting her pregnant. It's that easy for me. I don't.
Wait,
I don't know
is Mrs. Smotz in the YouTube chat? Is that actually your wife, Dan?
It might be. I'm not in the YouTube chat because I'm on a podcast.
It's Miss.
No,
Smotz.
I do that because I actually like our audience.
I don't. And I'm married to at least one of them.
She said, "Do you kill your children if they talk back or not piss on Wednesdays?"
She's talking about the Old Testament in the Bible. There's some weird shit.
And the answer is
There
yes.
is some weird.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. That's no,
What's the
no.
pissing and
Yeah,
not pissing on Wednesdays?
Yeah, there used to be
That's not in the
16 of
Bible.
Josh's children.
She said, "I am Dan's wife," but I just don't believe anybody in the YouTube chat, so I don't believe you.
It is
so.
actually Dan's wife, I think. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm glad your wife
not in the
supports
Oh
you.
fuck yeah, San Francisco Giants are cool.
Huh?
What?
What?
I just won that bet.
Nobody gives a
Dang.
fuck.
This is the problem.
Toad got his dopamine hit.
No.
Imagine having this is the guy that I have to
no.
deal with. This is my
Yeah,
podcast
this is the sober guy, by the way.
yeah.
The guy who's clearly not married.
Yeah, no, I did sleep. Oh, now she's saying I slept on her couch, Dan, not yours.
True.
Is this what's going on here? I've slept on
I
that
don't-
couch. I slept on that couch.
It's not a
before
great
you
couch.
were there.
She
can
made
have it
you
if
coding.
if she lays claim to it. That's fine.
Yeah, dude, I woke up.
And Josh has slept on every couch between here and fucking like Tulsa, so it doesn't. It's really not that big of a
Yeah,
deal.
he slept on mine and I got pregnant.
I woke up wrong, dude. I'm
That's
sorry.
that's
I
the most
apologize.
action Toad has ever gotten.
He slept on our Airbnb couch in Georgia and literally woke all of us up with his snoring. It's bad.
Yeah,
He has
dude,
so
no,
bad-
no,
What
that
happened
was
at
that
my
was.
band's release show.
Yeah.
There was a couch in the back, and he just couldn't resist, and everybody was gone. I have video footage of this. If you all are interested, literally the entire venue was cleared out. There was one couch. Josh passed out snoring in the back.
Yeah.
I bet he was louder than your actual band. It's
No,
crazy.
No,
Like,
their
it's
band's
like he,
very loud.
no.
Here's the thing. I shared an Airbnb with him at the National Convention, and
And a hotel room
Yeah.
with me twice, buddy.
yeah, never once
I'm gonna
bothered by
bounce.
his snoring.
I'm gonna
Who's bouncing?
bounce because there's actual fireworks going off, and I have an actual wife because I'm not that libertarian. But thank you all for having me.
Nice.
Dan, where can people
All right,
find you,
brother.
support you, follow you, all those good things?
You can find me at TSID Pod on Twitter or thesystemisdown.tv or wherever the System is Downs are sold. And yeah, I just want to say real quick, Josh, your ceiling is beautiful. Toad, you are barely human and not worth going on. Abortion, the abortion level should be raised up to whatever age you are. Dr. Poof and Iggy Normus, I don't know who you are, but you've
I'm
been-
Toad's
you've been great
abortion.
tonight.
Have a nice time.
Read,
I don't even know what that means.
thanks for coming out on Groundhog's Day to let us know that there's 4 more years of winter, and thank you also for fading into the background for the rest of us to actually do something around here. Keep
I've
up
checked
whatever
it
the fuck you're
occasionally to
doing.
see what you guys are doing, and it's you're really killing it. So.
We are killing it. We're killing it by talking on the internet while you in your parents' basement are also killing it, I'm sure. Cole, fuck you, and just kill
Eat
yourself.
my
too.
ass. And I know you would because you're gay.
Okay. Happy Independence Day, y'all. I'm gonna bounce. Thank
Love you, Dan. Have a
Happy
good one.
Fourth.
Happy 4th
Dan.
of July, buddy.
Love you, big man.
Oh, bye.
Josh, I'm also gonna bounce.
Where you going, dude?
I
You
mean,
don't
it's
got nothing
almost
to do, Reed.
over,
Come on.
right? Because it was
Yeah,
gonna
we're
go till
yeah, we're getting
9:30.
close. We're like
Yeah.
we're like 16 minutes out. So
Yeah.
I might tell my wife because
Reed,
she
I don't
texted
know
me-
if I don't know if there's anywhere anybody can follow you, listen to you, support you, anything these
No,
days.
it's like you said. There's a few people on here who have my Facebook and my phone number, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Do you still have
track down his
your
mom's
Telegram, by the
basement?
way?
I haven't. I don't even know if it's still active, but I haven't used Telegram for.
Do you still have the
years.
YouTube channel, or did you take the YouTube channel down?
No, it's still up. It's still there.
So people
And
can.
my most viral moment ever is, well, both of them. One is on LPNH with Megan McCain crying over her dad's casket, and then the other one is an M1 Garand bump fire video, which has millions and millions of views. So go check those out. Those are sweet.
Yeah.
Anytime Reed comes back on to like Twitter, he just posts that M1 Grand video again.
Yeah.
He's
It
just
takes
like, hey,
off.
guys,
Remember me?
remember this one? Remember when I was relevant?
Reed is still
It
relevant,
was
more
the
relevant. Than,
Stock fan got reversed. It was totally relevant. Totally,
but look, Reed
totally
is more relevant than most of us, and he doesn't even come on social media anymore. That's the fucked up part.
Yeah.
That's we're just jealous. That's what it is.
We're not
We are
doing it
jealous.
right. I
Yeah.
still follow Reed, but I do it in a physical way.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
followed.
Like, he's like, I follow you, like for real,
Yeah.
dude. Like, have you
In
seen the
life.
TV show You?
Yeah.
That's
He was in my
no.
camper. It was intimate.
I've been in Reed's camper.
Wait.
I've handled his piece.
Hold on, Reed, before you go, so
What
were you
the-
at Pork Fest this last 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, for a couple days.
Okay, did you can you confirm that Toad was actually rizzing up a woman to the point of making out with her and then possibly maybe being able to have sexual relations with a woman?
I can confirm that I was trying to convince him to go for it, and he was rejecting her very obvious advances.
Jesus Christ! And also, did she?
So I don't know
actually-
if that makes you think. I don't know if that makes you think more or less of him that he had a woman come for him.
He's he's an
did she
incel by
actually-
choice, isn't he?
He said the only reason he didn't sleep with a woman was because she accidentally spilled like a breakfast bowl on herself.
No, it wasn't.
Okay,
It
so
wasn't
correct
accidentally.
him. He didn't sleep with a woman because he found out he's gay. That's like the actual.
Right. No,
He was
she was
mid-
very, very drunk, and it was just like I could never like unsee that again. It's like, oh, like this woman is very immature.
What that moment was when she took off her pants and he realized, oh, she doesn't have one. Like I can't.
It's like, I beat it.
That's right.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to suck it.
That was
Uh,
it. Yeah.
Well, we love you to death, Reed. Thanks for hanging out on 4th of July with us, man. Go watch fireworks.
All right, man. Happy
All right, brother.
Independence Day.
Go
everybody.
bang a
Independence Day.
45-year-old skank, Reed.
All right.
He will.
Toad, we're going to talk a little more about this, buddy. You had an opportunity, and you continued to incel yourself, dude. What happened?
In the
Face,
cell
man.
myself.
Yeah,
What?
incel yourself. Yeah.
Incel is base. That's
he
good.
He went Volcel actually because there's a woman
I did.
actively trying to have sex
Yes.
with him, and he said no. That's more of a
Yeah.
Volcel now.
That's
Okay.
voluntary.
Yeah. See, I turned her into the incel because I'm such a massive Chad.
Right.
I don't know if that's how that works though.
Yeah, I don't think that's how
Yeah.
it works because I think she's had
Because
sex
no
before.
women can be incels. That's not a thing. No, they can't.
That's true. That's
Oh,
true.
shit.
That
They cannot
there's
be- they
always
cannot be red
someone
pills,
low
they cannot
enough.
be
There's
incels.
someone low enough that will get with
Hold
any
on.
shit.
I-
This
I-
meeting
not
at
only
2
are
a.m.
you
after-
right-
at any bar.
Yes.
There's
Not
no
only are
woman
you
that can
right,
be an
but
incel.
this woman has had
Yeah.
sex with more
You don't think
women
there's
than I
any
have.
women? You don't
No,
think there's
zero.
any women that can be
Every
incel?
woman
No.
can find a guy.
Like
Every woman. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
if it, as long as
Yeah.
she doesn't smell horrific, she can. Like
No,
that's the
not
bar.
even a barrier. I'm
I've
like,
been around women that smell horrific.
they'll
like,
still,
so-
yeah, they still get to.
Look,
Are
man,
you
here's
saying that you've slept with women that
But I'm not
smell-
saying
that
anything. Why
smell
is the camera on me?
horrific?
Yeah, I know exactly. It's crazy.
I'm not saying anything.
It's like
I'm listening to you guys.
look. I was concerned basically by two things: the childish nature of her behavior and also her clinginess. I was like, oh god. But
Wow.
but prior to that, I was down, and maybe
this is what happens. This is what
I don't know,
happens when
man.
you're a 40-year-old virgin. You have the luxury of being this picky because your sex drive's going away at an astronomical rate, so you don't really give a shit anymore.
It's not at all.
It's not at all.
Toad's jacking it right now.
We're keeping the
Toad's literally
camera on
watching.
Toad.
I can see it in his TV. He's watching WNBA in the background.
I am.
And exactly.
It is not possible to be that down bad.
It's Sports Center, but they're
talking about
forcing the WNBA on
and
us.
he's watching WNBA and he's talking about women being childish and too clingy as he watches the WNBA. I can't take him seriously.
Jeez, dude.
Hey, what do you want, man?
Are you
dude? I can't say yes to every woman
Are you a big Caitlin Clark fan?
I go both ways. Like,
Yeah, we know.
We're aware.
Do you?
Yeah, do you?
I thought that Caitlin Clark, like, there was a lot of way too much hype. Like, she was overhyped, and it was like, look at this. This is
what
a
does she look
woman.
like?
She's awesome. Whatever.
She
not.
looks pretty bad.
She's not attractive, but
No.
She's mid.
I want to see this though.
She looks like
Diet.
Pull up, hey, hold on,
Toad.
no. Cole, pull up.
Well, we
pull up
know the
Caitlin
answer
Clark.
to that, Cole,
Pull
because
up
of the shower
Caitlin
video.
Clark in dress. Not. Pull it up, Clark. Pull it up, Cole.
The shower video?
Yeah.
No, just in a dress.
That can't be real. What are you talking about?
It's
Pull
real.
up. Hold on, Cole. Pull up Caitlin Clark in a dress. I promise you.
Love how I have to become your.
Yeah.
Hey
Pull it up,
Josh,
Cole.
check your DMs real quick.
My
Wait 1 second.
So,
On Twitter.
no, so Caitlin Clark. So I'm actually
Check your DMs.
I'm more pro Caitlin Clark now because of the way the WNBA has been treating her, where it's like
Throw that up on screen.
like these other players fucking hate Caitlin Clark, and I don't know if it's because she's white. I don't know what is going on with that, but it's like if you saw when they played against the Phoenix Mercury the other day, and how Taurasi and it was Brittany Griner, right? How they both treated her. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? It's like there's something going on there. So I'm actually leaning in a more pro Caitlin Clark direction at the moment.
Cole, pull it up. Make it big. Make it enlarge it, dude.
Enhance.
Enhance.
Wait, no, forward my DM to Cole.
And I'm thinking I might start betting WNBA because like I think there's a lot of money to be won on the WNBA, to be honest. Like the books haven't adjusted or caught
There
up
you
to
go.
a lot of the things that you can apply to the other sports.
Yeah,
Yikes.
she's mid.
Mid? You think that's mid?
She's mid.
Yeah.
Are you married? Are you married?
Yes,
Yes,
I am.
What would you rate your wife?
Like,
Oh, dude, don't do that on the show right now.
no,
She's right upstairs, bro.
Because if
No,
that's
I'm
mid-
saving
No, I-
you
I
here.
Change my
You
mind.
say my
War
wife-
will
I
start.
have-
If he says something, war will start within the next 5 years.
I have told this to her face before.
Oh boy.
I would rate her an 8.
Oh. Okay.
Oh my god.
That's
You're
really
dead,
nice.
dude. You're dead.
Yeah.
It's over. It's over.
What? That she's
It's over.
I have-
You're
blowing my
so
mind.
done, bro. You're
I
done.
cannot believe
We're,
if I ever-
we're cooked, bro. Yeah, it's over, bro.
It's over, bro. Stick a fork in it.
Oh.
Holy shit.
I have said that to
How
her
do you
before.
not know?
Sports Center,
How
it's
do you
baseball highlights.
How do
now.
you not know, Ryan, that you always say 10 for your wife? It doesn't
10s.
matter, dude.
No, 10 is too low. 11.
Yeah, dude.
You're an
Always.
11.
It's the
Yeah.
fucking
I like
rule,
it,
dude.
I have a great marriage because I can be honest.
Dude, that's not honest. That's
Hey, my husband
dangerous.
has rated me a 6, and I agree.
No.
Jesus.
No. It would.
By the
if
way,
he,
a 6.
if he
a
called
6
me a
is
10 with some of the girls that are very interested in him, I would kill him because
Poof,
it's not
you're-
true.
you're-
a 6.
Poof,
A
you're-
6 is definitionally mid.
Poof,
Like,
you know
that, right?
You're,
Yes,
So
and that's okay.
if your husband was like you're mid, like you're
Poof,
Yeah,
your,
but we're still
your
married, so
humor
he's either a
alone
fucking
makes you
idiot
higher
or
than a 6. Poof, your humor alone. Okay.
Yeah, and exactly.
Funny.
Yeah, it's higher.
My
You're higher than a
personality
6.
makes
Great
me a 12.
personality, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a personality.
yeah. 0 to 10, I give you a 6 million. Not to worry.
Seems a little high. Seems a little high, Iggy. Seems a little high, buddy.
the night I met my wife, it was on
Oh, man.
Snapchat, and she rated me a 9 3/4, and I rated her a 10 on that night. Like it
And
was.
Cole was kind of fat then too, I think, right? Or
Yeah, you were a
No,
little
no,
fat
no,
right
that was in
there.
college. I was
Oh.
skinny.
Oh,
I
you were
was
really
skinny in
skinny.
college.
All right.
Skinny.
That was
I had,
before you
like,
got
no
fat.
beard.
It was before the steroids. Then you took
No,
the
no, no,
steroids.
Cole-
then
Cole
you
was
stopped
like-
working out and you got
Yeah.
fat. And then you realize, wow, if you take a lot of steroids and don't keep working out, you get fat. So you got back on the steroids. and you
So now
started
Cole
lifting
is the optimal version of himself.
Yeah, he's like
jacked
every
White excellence, yeah.
single vial of Tess and D-ball that he can find, he's taking.
I wish, dude. I've asked Elizabeth multiple times. I'd be like, hey, but just like 200-300 milligrams of Tess, maybe some D-ball, just for like 4 weeks, just to really pump it up, pump it up.
I did a cycle, bro. You
should
do it.
Just a quick cycle, on and off.
Do it, bro. Do it. I did it in high school.
You did?
Oh, really?
In high school?
I've never done it, man.
Yeah.
I only did HGH in elementary school, man. You guys are above my level.
Yeah, you should get some cream in the
I
clear,
did
bro.
crack as an infant.
You should get some. You
I'm
should
not
get
even
some
kidding
cream
about that, though.
Cole, you should get some cream in the clear, and then just fill your bathtub and just sit in that, and then get a supercharger on the truck and shit, dude. Just man up, do real man shit, bro. You know what I mean?
Bud Light. And
yeah.
Hey, Bud Light's cool now because Shane Gillis said so.
Oh God.
Shane Gillis is gay now. I'm sorry.
Dude, Shane Gillis is the funniest dude in the world.
Shane Gillis,
Anyway, said.
he's such a good comedian, dude. Dude, I saw Shane Gillis. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Toad.
It was one of the best comedy shows I've ever been to.
I gotta go.
joke.
I gotta go. My wife has texted me and absolutely roasting my ass for staying too long.
She should.
So I'll see y'all, Josh.
Wait, where can people find you, support you, listen to you, all those good things?
Tower Gang Cole on Twitter. I'm posting fucking bangers because I just steal shit from Instagram and post it back on Twitter.
And
go.
Your following is above your wife's still, so you
and go viral as hell. I've been more viral than Josh has ever been. Twice.
You should take her selfies and post them on your page.
That's actually not true. That's not true for any of you guys. I've had several things hit several million views, dude. I've beat you.
You want to go by views?
Yes.
You want to do this?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I have an Iran post that got shared by the left and right media pundits 6 years ago.
9.2 million.
Yeah, I had
on
more
my,
than that. I had more than that. It was 22 million or something like that.
Oh, get out of here!
I'm dead serious. Yeah.
Impressions 22 million.
A little high, man.
Get out of here.
Yeah, this
hey,
was.
Man,
and this was
I got monetized this year, so I get paid to say the N-word.
This is when I had I don't know, maybe 400 or 500 followers on Twitter too. They were screenshotting, clipping it, and sharing it on other social media sites, dude. It was dope. It was
wild.
Nice.
All right, happy Independence
Love
Day,
you, man.
everybody.
Send my love to your family.
Civil War, and we're all gonna die. See you
Okay.
See you in Melissa. Bye.
I have a more Chad wife than Cole does because my wife was in the chat and said, "I know I'm an 8." And then somebody said, "Trust your husband, woman," and she said, "I do with everything. He's
That's
awesome."
not Chad. That's sad, bro. There's a big difference there, bro. She should be like, "No, I'm a 10. I'm your 10. You married me, bro." You literally said, "I'm gonna commit the rest of my life to this woman," and then said, "Oh, by the way, you're an 8." You should always say she's a 10, bro. It's the rule. It's the rule, dude.
No,
the
yeah,
rule,
mine
dude.
says that I'm a 6, but I'm extremely beautiful to him.
Yeah.
You know.
I can't do it, bro. I could never. My wife's a 10. She's a fucking 10. She's gonna be a 10 till the day she dies.
I mean,
dude.
obviously, you have a bajillion children.
Yeah, well, she's Italian. She's got a big butt. I can't help it.
I love my wife, and I'm clearly attracted to her. There are some features that I like that she doesn't have. That's
You're
when
going
it
way too
when
far
it comes
now, dude. It's going even worse.
He's talking about the BBL.
It's
Sorry,
getting
the
worse.
BBL.
Is this your wife in the chat? My YouTube channel?
Yeah.
That's your wife saying that? No, don't settle. Don't settle for that shit. Don't settle. You stab him when you get home.
Josh,
Okay?
a true romantic. Yeah, I like it.
I am a true
Love
romantic.
is in the air. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I am a true romantic. There's no doubt. I was like a hopeless romantic for way. That's why I have way too many girlfriends and shit for a long time because I was always like a lost puppy dog. I wanted to start a family, bro. And women, there's not a lot of women in the millennial ranges that were looking to start families in their 20s, dude.
Right.
I know.
And now I need to find one, and I'm 40.
Yeah, dude, it's too late, bro.
Nah, you're still in your prime.
It's over. You're cooked.
I
bro.
love
Me
my
too.
wife so much. I waited
we're done.
27 years for her.
Yeah.
We're gonna marry each other, me and Toad.
Yeah. This dude's
Oh,
called his
shit.
wife an 8, and she's the first person he ever slept with. I just can't deal with it right now, dude.
Damn, that's super based.
Yeah,
That is
it is pretty
based.
based.
That's
He is the most
based,
based.
bro.
He's the most based.
That's
in
awesome.
Here, dude. He met a woman, lost to Virginia, got married, and had a kid. like man.
That's beyond
Let's
based.
fucking go.
Yeah.
Well,
And didn't have sex until he's married.
I got married before I lost my virginity.
Yeah, dude, pretty savage.
Dang.
He's definitely by far the most based out of us, except for maybe Toad, who might die a virgin.
Yeah, but
he's nervous laughed. He's like,
having a bunch of children beats out like the dying a virgin.
Toad just did like the fucking Joaquin Phoenix Joker laugh, like out of the
yeah. He's like,
we got some
Listen, man,
super chat too.
if it comes down to it, I'll make sure that doesn't happen.
Let's see. Did I miss anything here? Ron Weldon Nagalis, thanks for the $5 super chat. He said, Josh, I like your suggestion on Twitter. I'm considering writing in Ron Paul as president. My favorite child actor is VP because RFK sucks on Israel. He sucks on Arab.
Write me in, dude. I'm filed with the FEC.
No, just vote Trump, dude. Fuck it.
That's
Yeah.
actually
Might as
true.
well.
That's what I'm doing.
If you, I mean, at this point, it's like it's either beat Joe Biden or vote for the Libertarian. I mean, those are your. If you're voting for
That
Biden,
ain't happening.
you're a brain dead fuck, dude. Like that's I don't know what else to tell you. Like if you're voting for Joe Biden after the last 4 years, you are trying to take this country on a crash course into oblivion. I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
It's active for you. Brown
I would say the
Squid,
same
$2
about
super
if you're
chat.
voting for Chase Oliver.
Well, I don't agree as much. I'm not a Chase Oliver supporter or fan, but he's much better on
Yeah, and
almost
like
every
I'm
issue.
I'm gonna vote for Chase Oliver because it affects ballot access in Iowa.
Well, no,
And-
ballot access in Iowa is more dependent on a statewide candidate than it is on the presidential.
Ballot access is going to be secured by
I
Josh
talked to
Smith.
Jules about this today, and we need 2% from the presidential candidate in Iowa specifically to maintain major party status.
I don't think that's the truth.
It is.
I'm going to look into that because I don't think that's the
luck
truth.
with
I think
that. Hopefully
I think
it's
Rick
not.
Stewart got it for 4 years. So, Brownwater Squid, thanks for a $2 super chat. He said, clip that. Brownwater Squid, thanks for a $2 super chat. Toad did the HGH to counter the Noonans.
The what?
I don't know.
Yes, that's correct. I have Noonan's disease.
Is that is that a thing?
I
Yeah,
don't know what that is.
What is that?
Noonan syndrome. Look it up.
Look it up, Ryan. Bring it
I
up.
am.
Don't do it on stream.
Brownwater Squid, thanks for the $2 super chat. He said, "Stop, Ryan, before you f it up."
I'm a nooner.
You're a boner for sure, dude. There's
Yeah.
no doubt about it, dude. Does Cole really hate you that much?
Yes.
All right.
All of my
It
co-hosts
says
hate me.
symptoms of Noonan's
Astronaut.
syndrome.
Yeah,
Being a giant
widely
pussy.
spaced eyes, light colored eyes, low set ears. There's a picture of Toad, bro. It's
Is
insane.
it really? I'm gonna look it
No,
up. I didn't think you actually had Noonans. Is that a thing?
yeah.
A
the
short
others-
neck, a small lower jaw.
Yeah, retarded is one of them, I think.
So
Oh,
true.
man.
Yo, I gotta get out of here, guys. That was
All right,
really
buddy.
fun.
Iggy,
I stayed
where's
for an hour. I hope that wasn't a big deal. But
No, it
I
was
felt
fine.
like
dude.
I-
I didn't-
we
I-
loved
a lot of
having
people
you.
didn't show up, so we're good.
Cool, y'all.
But where can people find you, support you, listen to you, all those good things, man?
Sweet. Yeah, JR Normus. That's my handle on basically everywhere on X and stuff like that. Call me ignorant on YouTube. It's where I do videos and some content and stuff like that. I'm streaming from the DNC, the RNC, a couple other places for political stuff. The election this November. So I'll be around. JR Normus. That's me.
Oh, awesome. Brown Water Squid, what's up? Goobing up, dude.
What the?
Squid?
All right. Good night, guys.
Hey, take it
Bye-bye.
easy. Thanks
Night.
for coming on.
Nah.
Very based. You're
You look
goobing.
amazing.
Antifa?
No,
Nah,
he's
he's the
goobing, bro.
Squidda.
Oh, all right.
You and Squiddo.
Yeah.
He's Brown Water Squid, dude. No, he's my
You
friend
met
Brown
me
Water
in
Squid.
Georgia, Toad.
Yeah, you met him in
We talked
Georgia.
for like 20 minutes.
That's right.
But were you
I,
wearing the mask?
No.
I've
Nobody cared
I've
who he was
also
before
slept
he
at Brown
put on
Water
a mask.
Squid's house.
Yeah.
And I can say that he is about as diametrically opposed to Antifa as you can get.
I know. He's based. I know.
What's going on, man? How you doing, buddy? What have you been up to?
Not bad. Not bad. I was just cutting it up. I was like, fuck it. I have to give Toad shit because of the Noonans. And you have been slacking on your tower gang, sir.
In what way?
No, not you. Josh.
Oh,
Oh
Josh,
yeah, dude.
all
I
right.
haven't been listening for the last couple months. It's almost like I was on a presidential campaign. For
Yeah,
like
okay.
a year.
We knew you weren't going to win that. Why the hell were you bothering?
And Toad's like, so was I. No, you weren't, bitch. You went to one convention.
Two.
And it was the best one because I was there.
Yeah, okay, dude. Whatever. Yeah, it wasn't because you hyped me up enough to get Chase Oliver to start screaming the F word, bro. You know what I mean?
God, that was glorious.
I did, but it happened because of my presence.
Oh, fair. Yeah, absolutely.
Between that and Chuckle Fuck not getting Clint's name right, that was easily the best convention.
Oh, dude, fuck it. And then I did it on Timcast. I said because he called him Kurt Russell McCarthy or whatever.
Yeah,
and I went on
Hornberger,
Timcast, and the whole time before I was about to say Clint's name, I'm like, please don't say Kurt. Please don't say Kurt. Please don't say Kurt. And then I'm like, Clint Russell. I'm like, fuck. I spent like 5 minutes in my head saying, please don't say it.
Because you were saying it in your head.
Yeah. I spent like 5 minutes saying, don't say Kurt. Don't say Kurt. Don't say Kurt. Kurt Russell.
That's how it happens.
Fuck. I couldn't believe it. We are getting into this thing. We got to go take care of wives.
That's I figured I'd pop in for a few at the end. Say hi.
Hey, we're Brown Water. Where can people follow you, support you, listen to you, all those good things, man?
I am Brown Water Squid on Twitter. I post some generic memes and part of the 118th, which is a new charity that's helping out with like natural disasters and stuff like that.
Sick. You're also a goob and a gun guy, and we love you for it.
Yep.
Thank you so
Are
much.
you a gun bunny?
I mean, the Squidette would say that my ass is good enough to be one.
Squid, Miss
All right.
Miss Squid is amazing too. Please send her my love. I love you guys to death.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Later,
Toad,
y'all.
later, brother. Toad, where can people find you, listen to you, support you, all those good things?
Tower Gang Toad on Twitter, the Tower Gang podcast every Wednesday night, which is a hilarious, extremely offensive comedy podcast. Some would say the most so. And I do the Better Off Dead sports betting show. I had a win tonight, as I mentioned, on the San Francisco Giants. We're starting to turn this fucking thing around again. Let's go.
Nice.
We hope that you continue to win so that you don't kill yourself, Toad. We would really hate that. We love you.
Thank you. I'm down this year, but we're going in the right
Who
direction.
else is going to check the hose if not you, Toad?
Yeah, Toad.
I got to check the hose.
Yep.
Which other person in your entire lifetime have you ever met that's a 40-year-old virgin legitimately in real life?
I'm not.
What?
I'm 39.
Well, close enough.
Yeah,
Just stop.
he's 39 and he had a rough experience with an uncle when he was 7.
Jesus, dude.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about.
Yeah, the memories just started surfacing.
Jeez, Poofy, where can
Never
people
happened.
follow you, support you, listen to you, all those good things?
I'm on 2 handles because I always get locked for speaking my truth, meaning just saying slurs.
I will say that I'm going to say it in this podcast because last time we had Poof on. Poof is a better white nationalist than Nick Fuentes.
I am. I actually am. You will see. Like anytime, you know how some of my followers are able to find me on my alt is because the white nationalists and Nazi people that they follow, the suggested follows are me. So that's how they found me again.
This is a brown person who's a better white nationalist than Nick Fuentes. The gauntlet has been thrown, sir.
Yep. Nazism, Pajitism. But you can find me on St. Sundere. There's only 1 T. Or Blood Freud, which is probably easier for people to spell.
Yeah, nobody knows how to spell either of those. We're on Twitter. You got to remember everyone's retarded.
Follow Don't Walk Run. It's all spelled out. Don't Walk Run. I write zingers for him on his videos, and he's got 600,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. I'm just wondering why his Twitter is so small. Or the Big Doink right now. The Big Doink _ You can find him there, and that's his little statue in the back.
That's the Big Doink that runs that
Wait,
channel?
Andrew is the Big Doink?
No, Andrew's Don't Walk Run.
Okay.
Two different.
Okay, I thought you
but-
were saying Andrew's alt was the Big Doink.
Big Doink's one of my favorites.
No, I'm his alt. That's what I tell people.
There we go. The Big Doink is one of my favorites. Well, I love you guys to death, man. Thank you both so much for coming.
Thank you
It's
for
been 4th of
inviting me,
July.
man.
Of course, I was
Thanks for having
stoked to
me
do it. I'm happy you guys stayed on. Some of you guys, Toad stayed on almost the whole show, and you were around for at least an hour, so we appreciate you.
Well,
I can't help
thank
myself.
You. Happy to be here.
All right, guys, you take it easy, and we will see you soon.
Bye. Peace.
Peace. All right, guys. Another awesome episode of Break the Cycle. Ryan, you got anything before we go?
Follow me on Twitter at BulldogGamer28. Like, comment, subscribe, follow the show. Download the Rumble app. Share the show. Tonight was a lot of fun. Chaos, kind of a different
blow
thing.
Off steam, dude. It didn't go the way I thought it was going to go at all.
Yeah, it turned into like Diet Tower Gang.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
But there's nobody on Tower Gang that's as funny as Poof. So
Yeah,
it was
Poof's
almost
fun.
elevated.
Poof is absolutely should probably do stand-up comedy. She's so funny. She'd be like one of 3 funny women in the world, dude.
Yeah, she's so good. She's so good off the cuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, she actually writes jokes for Don't Walk Run, so she could probably do it.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, I love you to death. Thank you so much. Happy 4th of July. Look, the country's fucked. We are all fucked. But if you're like me and you got kids, we don't have the luxury of the black pill. We gotta take our country back, man. It's very, very important that we honor the people who founded this once great nation for our children and our grandchildren, and make it a livable, workable society, and not what it is today. Of course, we clowning around tonight, but the seriousness of this is that I don't think that our nation has much longer if we continue in the direction we're going now. So I love you guys to death. We'll see you on Tuesday for an all new show. Happy 4th of July. Until then, don't forget to break the cycle.
Due to legal reasons, I just have to explain. The lyrics of my last song may seem to contain a violent call to action in the verse and refrain, but I just meant it in Minecraft. The helicopter part was in reference to GTA 5 and the things you do. So any violence you commit, I am not an excuse, because I just meant it in Minecraft. Well, Chipper is my friend and he's constantly cold. Accusations of incitement getting totally old. Make your own choices, yeah, you have control, because I just meant it in Minecraft. Obviously, I would never advocate force, unless there's due process and a trial, of course. And if you're convicted, we will make you a corpse in Minecraft, just in Minecraft. You're nothing I mean, you know it. No product in us cause it closed for COVID. Holy shit, I think I'm a poet.